progress.
It's right off the bat.
Oh, he's gone.
He's not gone.
I can't do any of my
me.
jokes.
Oh no.
My bits.
He can't say any of his. He can't show his bits.
Did I get bullied while I was away?
Yeah, we did make fun of you quite a bit while you were away.
Yeah, that's good.
Loser having that loser ass.
Loser having ass.
Brandon said loser having ass.
How's your guys' weekend?
I worked.
He worked. I worked.
We snurked.
Snail
Snurked a
worked.
Soleil.
Snail circus?
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
That's good.
All right.
I watched my 6th grade girls dominate yesterday.
He did.
He did.
Unbelievable, Brandon.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
He was telling me that.
Just unbelievable. Mary had like 3 passes.
No,
where I
Mary
was-
had a little lamb, you idiot. Thanks. He knew immediately. Don't!
I was going to say it.
She doesn't even have a
Imagine.
family, Brandon.
Oh, shit.
Mary had a triple-double.
Yeah. At one point in our regular season, she did.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
I think I'm going to do whole screen like this. I'm not even going to look at the recording.
All right. Do you think
Go ahead.
that's a bad idea?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Another thing I was actually gonna say though, like in the trend of all the like goofy movies coming up, Cocaine Bear and like the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, you think like Mary Win on the Lamb would be like
Ooh.
acceptable while we're in that?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like she killed the president.
Yeah, and then she's like in secrecy somewhere, some kind of bunker, but no one knows her.
Monastery.
Yeah.
She's training.
Lucas, we have good
Exactly.
news. We have 2 potential guests, new guests coming up.
New guest.
2.
2.
Whom?
One is a friend of mostly Seth. Like I peers with James. His name's James. He used to be Seth's boss for a while.
And then I was his boss.
And then you were his boss. He was at our friend Hunter's wedding, but he wants to be on.
Did you say you went to high school with him?
We went to high school with him.
Probably could have started with that one.
What is he gonna be on for?
We don't know. We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, because I showed him a list of movies, and he was like, "What is DB Cooper versus Bigfoot
Versus Bones.
versus Bones?"
And then
DB
the
Cooper
other
on the search for his own bones.
he's
a pile of
just
skin.
so loose.
He's like a puddle.
The
He's
other
like the fucking monster truck monsters.
Oh god.
the other guest that
But-
we have lined up, he went to high school with us as well.
Okay, see, that's how you start.
We were both closer friends with him in high school, probably.
Yeah, you were a lot closer to him than I
Yeah.
was.
He is hilarious. He was like our student body president for so many years, and
Yeah.
until he couldn't be because of his grades. But
Yeah.
he's in LA now. He wants to be a writer, and he works on sets of movies right now.
He's working on a comedy. He was working on a comedy ensemble cast movie, actually.
So
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Aaron Carling,
Shout out.
he's a Mormon, but like a cool Mormon.
Yeah.
Like Jared Hess.
Yeah,
They got-
definitely.
They got out.
It's been a while since we've had Seth on.
I know.
Yeah. You guys would have started by now? Is that the implication?
Oh yeah, we would have been done by now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Let's
there's only
get going.
one way to start this, right?
You introduced me as a guest, right?
No, that's like in the main part of it. For the
Okay.
cold open.
Oh.
You gotta be thinking the
Monster
fastball
Truck
down the
Rally.
middle. Yeah. We're just gonna be revving.
Son. Wait, so are we doing you're going with that? I thought you were
Yeah.
saying like Sunday.
That too.
Monster Truck Rally. Oh, you say Monster Fuck Rally because those little guys got
Yeah.
it on so much.
And I'm gonna be like, but what about the oil?
You're like protesting
I'm a
Monster
protester.
Truck.
Wait,
I'm a protester.
No, how about we all? It's like a radio commercial for it, and Seth does a voice, and then we all introduce our own monster truck.
Okay.
Like Gravedigger, but you can't pick Gravedigger.
Yeah. Bonesaw. That's just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw.
I like that. Yeah, you do your little introduction, then we'll all...
Sunday. Let me get
we
the
have to
voice.
rev at the end.
What? There it is.
That's not the voice. And then I was talking with Seth. He's going to get in touch with Robert about Ishtar because he can't move it up, but I thought maybe we move it back a week. So I had this idea. Well, I had this idea that next week when Marina and Alex do 50 Shades Darker, like they can do a recording, and we'll just do our normal Sunday recording as well. And we'll do what we do in the shadows. Oh. And then the next week we'll do Bigfoot versus DB Cooper.
And we'll never do Ishtar.
No, we will do Ishtar, but we'll have them on the docket already. And then that week of February 9th, Easter weekend, we won't do anything because Tana's going to be here and I'm working. But then the next weekend, that way we'll release Bigfoot versus DB Cooper when we don't record. So we're a week ahead. And then when we don't do a recording, we're back on track. Then we'll do Ishtar.
I doubt it.
What do you mean you doubt it?
Because it'll get bumped again.
I already told you I wanted to move it forward 1 week to do it, but Robert's out of town and we want Robert on Ishtar.
It's always the female directors that get bumped. Do you notice that?
Well, we also bumped Napoleon Dynamite a lot too.
Yeah, he deserves it.
And then we'll do Ishtar, and then we'll do like Red Notice or The Gray Man, one of the Netflix action ones.
Oh, Gray Man's stupid. Let's not do that one. That one's just boring.
Let's not do that one.
So you want to do Red Notice with The Rock and Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds, that action movie instead?
Ugh.
Yeah.
God.
It's a flavor.
And then we got to figure out, where we're fitting people in, because Aaron also said maybe he'd want to be on for something stupid like Bigfoot versus DB Cooper, something Velocipaster-esque, you know?
I can't believe your fastball down the middle idea was us just making monster truck noises.
How is that? We've done stuff in the past. Two-seamer, high and tight.
So
little action,
swing and a miss.
That's a little scheduling wise. What do you think about just doing our normal one next week, and Marina and Alex will do their shit too?
Yeah, we can do that.
But we won't do it simultaneously because that'll just get weird.
They'll get queer, yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
It'll all work
so
out.
Weird.
It'd be kind of funny to do it at the same time.
We just share the mic. We're just talking about the same different movies at the same time.
Yeah, we all have noise canceling headphones, so we can't hear the other people.
We don't have noise canceling microphones. The audio clip's going to be horrendous.
No. Yeah, we're all going to be talking this. Like, we can't hear each other in different group chats, but like the people listening will hear two podcasts for the price of one, basically.
We won't even be able to hear what each other says, me and you.
That'll be fine.
Skype.
All right.
Oh, he fucking died.
Dead again.
What are you gonna do beer wise? Are you gonna
start with the Coors?
Okay, you're doing 2 Coors finishing strong?
Yeah, I think so.
Not Coors Cold Coors?
No. No, we finish with the best one. I think.
My penis.
What?
That's what you're finishing with.
Okay. Coors Cold Smoke Coors Penis. Break. Holy
Lucas,
shit.
I found a video on YouTube. Found a video on YouTube today of a woman getting a tattoo on her inner thigh, and she has a full-blown orgasm, and she like squirts all over the tattoo artist.
Like a fucking fountain,
that's
man.
Urine.
No.
That's what that is.
I guess it could have
been. She had a lot of water that day.
That's what that is.
Oh, squirt?
Biologically, yeah.
No, I thought it was like a mix of urine.
The drink or the ejaculate?
The ejaculate.
Okay.
Ruby Squirt is just piss.
Scooby Snacks is just
carbonated piss.
Is water.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes it better.
Let's just.
Are you ready, Lucas?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
You got your voice down?
Wow, monster trucks. Yeah, I think we're gonna.
Let's all do a vocal warm up where we say movie in a different voice.
Me.
You're supposed to say movie.
Movie.
Lucas?
Movie.
It's good. Was that Cholo?
Movie!
Nick Cage?
Yeah.
We all guessed the movie accents. No, we got to start.
Okay.
No more bits from me. Sorry.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. And 1, 2. You gotta get one more coffin.
Jeez.
I'm sick.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I've been ready.
Well, you keep coughing. 1, 2, 3. Play.
Sunday. Monster fuck truck rally.
Presented by 1031 The Fuck.
The fuck.
Everyone start your engines.
We got a great list of competitors here today. Bill, you want to start naming some of off?
Hey, I'm Bill, and I'm actually one of the drivers today. Fuck you up in the booth. I'm driving the cum bucket.
There's no threatening the announcers. I have the police on the way. What about you, Brant?
Well, actually, I'm the owner here of a truck named Feather Boy, and we're gonna fly over you.
Let's hear that bad boy.
What does Feather Boy sound like? The announcer is curious.
Hold on. Get my keys out. Nobody's doing this whole thing.
Sir, that's a horse.
It's way up there. I gotta climb up I open the door here. You always gotta buckle your seatbelt, especially in one of these things. So before you even start the car, you wanna make sure you do that.
Watch out! Here comes a cum bucket. What the fuck is... What the fuck?
The good intro.
Seth never even said his monster truck.
No, I was the announcer.
There's only two trucks.
We're all supposed to do these sounds, and I was the only one.
Hey, I pretended that Lucas's Feather Boy was a horse.
Oh my god!
I think
that was a bit.
I didn't know what.
Fuck?
Lucas, where was your joke heading? I couldn't tell.
I had no clue.
I was just stalling. So I wouldn't ever have to rev it.
Oh my god! You just did not want to rev. Whatever you could do,
He
no
was like
revving.
overly safe. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna check his mirrors, make sure it was registered.
We're gonna listen to
going
you
through all
rumble
that.
through the glove box.
Yeah.
Sorry, officer. I'll be right with you. Swear to God. Sir, why you got 40 bags of Pop Rocks in your glove compartment?
He could have just flown away. How did the police get him? He was flying over the
He metaphorically flies
horse.
over the competition. Yeah, I was trying to turn you. So that's just a horse. Please get your key out of its ass. That's not an ignition.
I thought it was funny if it was just like a horse and a man in a monster truck rally.
Yeah.
Sir, please remove your keys from that horse's ass.
You can still compete, but don't hurt the animal. That's the other truck's job.
Did you guys ever go to demolition derbies growing up?
No, but I went to monster truck rallies.
I went to a couple. I was born into a very redneck family.
I went to a couple too. They were sick. They were I don't know how they were legal at any point in history. A demolition derby.
They just destroy shit the whole time.
People were like in the cars. They were destroying each other.
They have like cages, and I'm pretty sure they have limiters on the cars that can't exceed a certain threshold of speed. Okay. So there's like at least safety parameters.
They put the cap at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
In my memory, the ones that I went to, like a couple cars caught on fire, but maybe that's just like my childhood memory.
They were like, sometimes they're like running over the other car with somebody still inside it. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
you
I
s-
think they're illegal now.
you sign away your life when you get into that derby car. That's a
Is that their
tradition.
own cars, or they just repoed? Like,
I think one of them
I
that I
think-
went to,
yeah.
my grandpa had like made a car for the
Yeah.
derby.
why would
Like,
you
can
put
submit
your
them.
car in for
You
that?
scrap one together and you get prize money out of it, or like
Yeah, if you win, you get
You
like
can sponsor.
$5,000 or something. You fix like a $400 car up to crash
Yeah.
it around.
It's not like you're buying a souped up 23 Mustang or something to put in a demolition derby. That'd be
It's like
fun
the
though. To
truck
have
and
like
monster trucks.
yeah,
Get ready for
Get
this
like a Lambo demolition
Bugatti.
derby.
that'd be pretty cool.
Somebody puts
The
a
most
$1.5
expensive
million
cars of all time.
Bugatti in there.
Yeah. Made of fiberglass that immediately crumples. Man dies before he hits the gas pedal.
Those were always way cooler than the monster truck rallies. Those were always a little tamer.
I liked the monster truck rallies, but good God, were they loud.
They're really loud.
yeah.
I had to wear my little earmuffs as a kid. Aww.
They just kind of just go in a circle, from what I remember.
There were some cool ones at the Metro here where they would jump real high. Like one guy had gotten so good he could do flips in his.
That's pretty cool.
Like he just had rear wheel drive on, so when he did a jump, he'd like gas it as soon as he got to the peak and flip the bitch.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I was like, I can't hear.
When was the last time you flipped a bitch? Like, that's crazy to think about, you know?
Yeah, because I have only done that by accident.
With a bitch?
That's Lucas's Sunday night.
Yeah, just
After the podcast.
Flipping bitches.
Yeah. That's enough monster truck talk.
Yeah.
But not.
Is
let's
it?
talk about monster truck.
Let's talk about, guys. Did you hear a secret voice in there? We've got a guest today. It's Slugworth.
It's Seth.
That's good.
It's Seth.
He's a co-host.
He
He
was.
is.
I guess.
Yeah.
He was on for
Award-winning.
2. He was on for 9 consecutive months and then missed back-to-back episodes.
Yeah. I was addicted to this, and then I made it 1 week without it, and I was
And
like,
he
I don't
was a-
ever have to do that
And
again.
you were a dick to this.
I was a dick to this. Yeah.
He gave his dick to this.
Gave my dick to the cause.
For a cure.
Happens
went-
to the best of us.
Give your
Dickless for Michael Chickless.
we
Is a
we are
foundation.
accepting donations for any dicks to find a cure.
Skin graft a new penis for me.
But so we got Seth back. It's me.
Oh, the doctor, the architect. Sorry.
it's me. We got Lucas Lawrence.
Thanks. That's the first
The
time you've ever
architect.
introduced me.
I've introduced you the last 3 weeks.
No,
Oh,
I
I
always
wasn't here.
jump in.
No, I definitely did because I've been using your last name. Because one time you yelled at me for not using your last name. You're like, Lawrence. And I was like, okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've heard you say his last name introducing him either.
And this is Seth Boy. And
Seth Kigner, award-winning co-host.
oh
handsome
shit.
fella.
Yeah, how come we don't get any awards?
The winner of the Roggy winner.
Oh wait, we did get best couple award or best most same exact people award.
You and
What
Lucas.
was-
I got shortest film critic.
That's awesome. Didn't
It was the best short film critic, and we were
Yeah.
like, is it for short films or is it like short the adjective for the film for the
critic,
person
yeah.
Short film critic, yeah.
up for interpretation? I think.
short film critic.
We got all 3 of us here. This is the good, the bad, and the Amoogie.
Moogie.
And
We
I got
both
some
corrected
questions. I got some questions for you guys.
Fire.
How many?
Shoot.
2.
He's stalling, so he doesn't have to say.
I already had questions.
I'm getting in the cabin right now.
First
really
question.
high up
No, I've
there.
got 3. I just came up with the third. 1. Do you like monster trucks?
Not really.
Somebody better say not as much as demolition derbies.
I like monster
Yeah.
trucks.
Okay. Next is, do you like the guy who plays Quicksilver from the X-Men movies?
Don't watch those.
I thought I liked him because I thought he was someone else, but no, I guess
Quicksilver?
I don't want you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he do?
He's fast.
He's kind of like a Flash-esque character. Where he moves at such
They
supersonic
actually dyed his
speeds.
hair gray for the movie.
He moves at such supersonic speeds that everything around him slows down so much that he can process things so fast.
So stupid. Fuck you, Quicksilver.
And my third question is, do you guys like Mel?
You know it.
Yeah, of course we do. Well, if you answered yes to any of those three questions, you come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and the Moogie.
Movie.
And Brandon, Lucas Laurent, Seth Tigner, Seth Bott. We are here.
It's really weird to go by full names.
Brandon Michael Snedeker.
It's Ryan.
I was letting you say it.
I don't want to say
Seth
my full
Joshua
name.
Ryan.
That's it. I don't want to dox myself on this.
Lucas BJ
Armstrong.
Amsterdam. Oh, we almost said the same thing,
It's
but
pretty
not
close.
even that close. Amsterdam and Armstrong. But we are bringing you today Monster Trucks, a live action, slightly animated CGI family film from 2016.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought this was a full animated movie before I did my research.
Oh no.
Wouldn't that have been nice?
I think you're confusing it with Monster House.
Oh,
Monster House is pretty good.
so good.
I like Monster House.
That
John
was the
Here's
only
in that.
movie I saw at a drive-in.
Ooh.
I saw The Dark Knight at drive-in.
Ooh. Is that it?
No, there's more.
What have you seen
Drive-ins
at the
are fucking
drive-in?
Insanely cool.
Yeah, they are. But then they were always like cold. I think I saw all the Transformers
That's your
at the
car's
drive-in. That it's my parents' car's fault.
We had the one right outside of Billings, in between that and Laurel, they did double features. So you signed up for 2 movies. So you were there from 8 to 1 a.m. and it was like $8 a person for 2 movies. It was like a hell of a deal.
It's my dream.
I saw Up There once. I saw Blended and Maleficent. Terrible
Good double
duo.
feature.
I saw Grown Ups and the Other Guys. I've seen some other things. Those are the ones I remember. But Monster Trucks, before we get into it, we're drinking beers. We are finishing off the beer leftovers from our Super Bowl,
Wow.
but we've still got Trulies. So next week we'll probably finish off the Trulies and then be done. And then we can get back to theme things. So we've each got a Cold Smoke and 2 Coors Lights. Lucas, what are you drinking?
I got a glass of water and I got a hydro flask of water. I got some Cheez-Its.
Not Cheetos Puff Corns?
Nope. This is a little easier on the fingers. Plus they're extra toasty. There's a little bit different flavor profile offered this week by yours truly. I'm quite enjoying them so far. They're hard to put down, the extra toasty. So if you hear me snacking throughout the episode, it'll probably be on those extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Yesterday at work I got hungry and I was like, I'm hungry, and they're like, it's only 10:30. I was like, I'm hungry, and they're like, well, what do you want? It was like Cheez-Its, and they had the snapped Cheez-Its, like the big like puffy ones, and they were like cheddar, sour cream, and onion. They were so good. And then one of my other technicians went, she's like, I'm gonna go on a break real quick and buy some things. She came back with 2 gigantic bags of Dots pretzels, 1 original, 1 cinnamon sugar. It was snack hour.
Huh.
Yeah.
Those doctors are just people like us.
Is it a sterile environment?
It's the people's doctor.
He's got gloves.
I don't need to be sterile in a pharmacy.
Okay, but it's still a good idea to be sterile.
This
like
Cheeto is in my pills.
Do you know how hard it is to be sterile?
No.
The instant
Brandon, I don't.
If the pharmacy is open, it is not sterile. There has to be a air purifying hood to be sterile.
All right, sorry, I don't know any of this jargon, man. I was just making a joke about how you show up filthy to work and you think it's funny because you don't technically have to be clean.
I'm a clean boy.
Don't teach me about vents.
This is Vent Hour, where we vent about vents.
The Vent Hours comedy
It's
special.
an hour long.
How many vents could there be?
Well, we're also just
And
venting.
how mad could you be about them?
You can vent about anything,
Oh,
but
you're
mostly
not mad about vents.
you have to be mad about vents at least one part of it.
That's a dumb, like, That's dumb.
This is a dumb podcast. All right.
Who's the director?
Chris Wedge. He's done 3 movies: Ice Age, Robots, and Epic.
Ooh. What's epic?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But Robots and Ice Age.
I think it's like a movie. Hold on.
You ass.
You were stumbling. It made it so organic that you were stumbling over your words. I think it's a movie.
It's a
He types it in. It's actually literally a camel.
a battle of the forces in a forest, good and evil, animated, ragtag group of characters saved between their world and ours. Looks like some Disney shit.
Yeah.
Although it looks,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, sorry. It is a movie.
But yeah, Ice Age and Robots, pretty
Fuck
solid.
robots. Hate robots.
Why?
Ice Age is pretty good. I just hated it.
Oh, I know Epic.
Yeah, I remember Epic. Well, I typed in Epic movie, and it's like, you should watch The Green Knight. It is on my list. But...
And then writers. You've got 4. You got 4. First is Derek Connolly. He's done Safety Not Guaranteed, Jurassic Worlds 1 through 3,
So funny.
Kong Skull Island,
like
Pokemon
that one.
Detective Pikachu, and Star Wars Episode 9: The Rise of Skywalker.
Ooh, he's not good, but he's a Hollywood writer.
He's done a lot of big budget things. Next writer is Matthew Robinson. He's done one called The Invention of Lying. He did the Dora and the Lost City of Gold, the live-action Dora movie.
Nice, that's actually good.
Love and Monsters. And then he did one called Jerked. You don't have to laugh at Jerked.
You did the motion over here. They can't see on camera. Even Lucas didn't see it.
Jerked. And then last writers is a duo. It's Jonathan Abel and Glenn Berger. They did 4. I didn't do the motion when I said burger. They
What a
did
nerd.
They did 41 episodes of Mad TV.
It feels good to be back.
They did 11 episodes of King of the Hill.
Oh, nice.
They did Kung Fu Panda 1 through 3. Why is that funny? I didn't do the motions.
No, I thought. Sorry, I thought you said kung fu.
I did not say Kung Fu Panda.
I know you didn't. But imagine.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I hope it's the last.
I'm always saying that shit.
I'm the life of the party where it shows up blackout drunk.
It's crazy. It's always at work too. It's a very not sterile
During
environment.
snack time.
The Kung
During
Fu
the-
dojo is what I call my
It's
pharmacy.
the Kung Fu snack hour. Next, they also done Monsters versus Aliens.
I don't like that. I think that's a controversial take of mine, maybe, but I don't like that movie.
That's the one with the giant woman?
Yeah,
Oh, I loved that one, yeah.
because
I
I
haven't
thought she
seen
was
it.
hot.
Yeah, but also I was like, I don't know, I just like the movie. But maybe it didn't age well.
Did you also say you haven't seen it?
Hmm?
Did you say you
No.
haven't seen it?
I don't think that's what I said.
Let's rewind the tape. I haven't seen
Brandon
it.
was wrong.
Is that a button you got on the soundboard over there?
Yeah.
Brandon was wrong. Ham. They've also done Alvin and the Chipmunks 2 and 3, but not the original.
So the bad ones.
Yeah, the Squeakquel and Chipwrecked. They've done Trolls 1 and 2. They've done the SpongeBob SquarePants movies 2 and 3, not the first one.
3.
Sponge Out of Water, and I can't remember the other one's name. Battle for Bikini
Patrick.
Bottom.
Patrick out of water.
Star Out of Water. Squid Out of
I think it
Water.
was
Yeah.
Battle
And
for
then,
Bikini Bottom.
and then they did a movie called Luck.
Oh, did that just come out like last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
That looked-
it's like a very green poster,
yeah. The trailer looked kind of cool. I wanted to check it out.
but you didn't.
Yeah.
This
It
All-
sounded like you were really going to elaborate. Yeah.
all the creative forces involved just scream like saturated Hollywood to me. Based
It's
off
all,
what you just
it's
said.
all sequel things.
IP fucking studio bullshit.
Even the The guy that did Ice Age. I mean, I do love Ice Age. That's a classic. But yeah, everything else on that list. Robots was fine.
The first Kung Fu Panda is great. I really like the first SpongeBob SquarePants movie, but they didn't do that.
No.
So we can't lump that in. Fuck that.
No.
And then a cast for you guys. You got Lucas Till as the main guy. He plays Quicksilver. He muted himself while he's chewing. You've also got Lane Levy. You got Thomas Lennon. You've got Barry Pepper. Rob Lowe.
There's a name.
Also Barry Pepper and Thomas Lennon.
Yeah, I love Thomas Lennon.
Was one of those the gay scientist guy?
No, yeah.
Thomas Lennon.
Thomas Lennon. That's
Officer
Dangle from Reno 911.
I'm looking at Barry Pepper.
Dad?
Barry Pepper is...
He was the stepfather sheriff.
Sergeant. Yeah, he's the sniper in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He's one of the...
He's in Green Mile.
He's one of the guards in the Green Mile.
25th Hour.
So Barry Pepper.
The alcoholic dad, kind of.
You got Rob Lowe. You've got Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Half of him.
Because he was in a wheelchair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they couldn't afford to pay him to walk in the movie.
You've got Amy Ryan.
That's another famous name.
Oscar nominee.
Yeah.
Holly from...
Who had about 14 seconds of screen time.
She was really underutilized. And then Holtz McCalney rounds out our cast. That might be the alcoholic dad, I don't know. And then plot.
He doesn't know.
A young man working at a small town junkyard discovers and befriends a creature which feeds on oil being sought by a fracking company.
Okay, I have two things. First, we do a lot of these movies, and it's probably my least favorite subgenre of movie. The boy finds like a friendly monster, friendly sort of creature.
Mel.
Our champion.
Clifford, Lyle in a way.
The $1 Million Duck.
Lyle in a way, Lyle's like the prime example of how shitty these movies can be.
$1 Million Duck.
No, $1 Million Duck is something.
That's way different.
That's like an economic statement, Brandon.
That's
You're off the mark there.
This one's a political comment. It's all about fracking.
That is my.
Stop trying to conflate the two, Brandon.
Do you think this is about the Iraq War? Because
maybe.
I slightly kind of do.
I wonder if maybe it's also about like the Dakota Access Pipeline where they were.
Nope.
No, it's about monsters. It's about the little guys. It's not about that stuff. What are you talking about?
Fracking.
They're symbolic.
No, it's about the little blue things that live under in the oil because they got to drink it all.
That's Iraq.
That's Iraq. It's not the monsters that are eating
Iraq.
The monsters don't symbolize Iraq. Hold on, I gotta Google what the drunk dad's name was.
Are you Googling Iraq? He's Googling Iraq.
He's gonna find the score.
Iraq.
Yeah, don't find the score.
Oh shit, that's right.
And then
So close.
History. Monster Trucks 2016 American live action computer animated monster comedy film produced for release on May 19th, 2015. Release was moved to December 25th, so 7 months later, 2015, then March 18th, 2016, then January 13th, 2017. It just kept getting moved to complete post-production. The movie is largely based on an idea by Adam Goodman's 4-year-old son. Goodman was president of Paramount at the time, and he left Paramount a month after production ended, despite having a year left on his contract.
Yeah, that's the famous one about monster trucks.
Idea from a 4-year-old. The 4-year-old's like, Dad, what do you think about the fracking? Dad's like, whoa, I need to get out of Paramount now.
The monster trucks was the dad's idea.
The fracking was the 4-year-old's.
Well, it's like kind of funny on two counts because it's clear that this stupid movie is based off of an idea of a toddler. Yeah, and second, it's like also just such bad nepotism that like the president of the studio is like, my 4-year-old son will make a movie now. You know,
yeah.
They have like esteemed writers coming into their storyboard room all the time, and they're like,
He's sitting
Nah.
at the
They're
kid's sitting at the head
turning
of the
away
table.
novelists and everything.
Yeah, little 4-year-old boy sitting in the writer's room. He's got his action figures smacking against each other. Like, sir, we've got another idea. He's like, I'm sleepy, actually. I'm going to take a nap. Dave, give me my juice box.
That's so funny. What a creative story.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy, actually. I'm going to bed.
So now let's guess money, and it will be funny.
Ooh.
Let's guess money.
You don't have to moan.
He's sad.
I am sad about it.
We should make drunk Robert make up another song.
He would. He'll do it sober, too. That dude just has a good time.
Because it's budget time.
Well,
It's
budget time is party time in my
Let's
book.
have a good time.
14 million. Billion.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Million.
14 million?
Yeah.
Lucas?
This thing cost a hoss, Seth. I'm thinking $100 million on
You
this
think it was that high up there?
The
Damn.
winner today is Lucas.
Damn.
It's 125 million.
Damn. Dude, what do you mean?
That is why I picked this movie, because it is a movie based on the idea of a 4-year-old that they spent $125 million making.
Oh my god.
A Nickelodeon-based movie, $125
Oh, yeah.
million.
The world's on fire.
How about
And
yours?
we can't put it out because it's oil.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this made opening weekend?
World's on fire. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. That's good.
I'll say 14. No, I'll say $16 million.
Okay.
It's been so long, I don't remember what a good opening weekend is.
It's been 3 weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
14 million, I'll just say again.
Okay. The winner today is Seth.
Oh shit.
It's 11.
Oh shit, good for me.
You
I
did the
almost went
thing
dollars.
unintentionally.
I almost went
$11
to try to do the thing. $11.
One person went. It was the sun.
Yeah, and it was a matinee.
I think that's pretty disappointing.
Oh,
Considering you're looking for a family movie, you think monster truck.
Yeah. 11 million, not great. But how about US and Canada?
40 million.
I'll say 50.
The winner today is Lucas. It's 33.4.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointing.
And worldwide.
Did China watch this?
I'm gonna say 100 and assume they loved it for some reason.
Ooh,
Okay.
I kind of want to agree with you. I'll say 99 million.
Good answer.
Good answer,
Good
Steve.
answer, Steve. I shouldn't have gone so fucking high.
He's invoking Seth with his guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
The winner today is Lucas. It's 64.5.
Those bastards
China.
did kind of love it though. Almost doubled it.
Yeah, I mean they
China.
almost doubled it, but it didn't even. Barely made half of its budget.
They shouldn't have spent so much scratch on this.
They squeesh.
Yeah.
They lost 60 million.
Yeah. A 4-year-old. Now
A 4-year-old lost $60 million. How is he going to pay for
Yeah.
college?
Who takes that hit? The studio? Not on my watch.
Stupid kid.
The president resigned so his son didn't have to take the financial hit.
Yeah, so he left Paramount.
He's like, I will forfeit my
He's in
last year
jail.
of pay for it. Yeah.
It's been in
The
jail
kid.
since then. Yeah.
$125 million. It only made 64.5.
Walking by Tom. You got any more movie ideas, boy? He's 8 now.
So this is a certified bust. The bust.
Good.
I would do a certified flop. Why are we
The
busting?
flop.
Why are we busting?
Why are we, Seth?
Don't.
Why are we busting, brother?
Why are we busting this week? Seth, you go first.
Talk about Jenna Fisher's ass.
Oh yeah, Jenna Fisher's ass.
Ooh.
I
What
think
day?
my brain went.
Did you bust?
I don't know, like an hour ago.
You were here an hour ago.
What?
You were in the kitchen with me as I was cleaning it.
Check your ring camera.
That was 2 hours ago.
Shit. Still funny.
When did you? Well, and now it's your turn for the bust hour, Lucas.
I'm gonna decline to answer. A gentleman never tells.
I was busting as I ate because I got too full. I was busting out the seams of my pants.
And also, I was jerking off.
And you're food sexual, yeah.
Yeah, because it was sterile, so it was okay. And
Sterile hand job.
now it's tagline time. You're in a hood. You're in a vent, jerking off, so that it's
Penis
sterile. You're all scrubbed down, gowned down in a vent
With your penis hood.
with my penis hood. I think that's just foreskin.
Mm-hmm.
Seth's gonna lose it. He can't even read the taglines. He's thinking about vents too much.
His hood's in the hood. In the hood.
Ooh, triple hood.
New Leprechaun movie.
As he's venting in the vent, his hood's in the hood in the hood.
Sorry. Can I have those?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Okay. Oh boy. Oopsie. What? On January 13th, meet Creech. I've never seen a date in one of these. That's kind of crazy.
It's always this summer, so
Yeah,
it's
a specific day that has nothing to do with anything. They want that to be annual Creech Day now. Trying to make a holiday for this shitty movie.
What if there was?
So January 13th and all our iPhones.
What if like Joe Biden was the biggest fucking creep? Like it's National Creech Day. So
I like
so demented.
the other thing I like this is that this came out in 2016, so it's either right at the end of Obama's reign or as Trump takes over. But Joe Biden when he takes over
retroactive.
5 years later after the movie came out, he's like, "Whoa, we glossed over Creech Day, everyone."
I don't care who does it. It's funny if either one of them did it. They come into office like, I have the courage to do what my predecessors never would.
We're gonna get rid of student loans. We're gonna stop the war in Iraq, and we're gonna make January 13th Creech Day.
No, this is part of his like last year when he's truly demented. We have International Creech Day. You don't have to wear pants. School lunch is like his only candy.
Instead of free and reduced lunch, every school lunch is $9 now.
It's made it way too expensive.
Children have to fish for their own food.
Yeah, parents are going to jail. All of them.
Yeah. No homework.
No homo.
It's like what if a kid became president, but it's just our like 150-year-old guy.
It's like what if Joe Biden wrote a movie?
Oh god.
What's the other tagline?
Tagline number 2. What's 2 different worlds, 1 monster team? I'm not even sure what that would mean in the context of this movie, to be honest with you.
Because they're from the same world.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's decent.
No,
I want to meet Creech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creech.
The truck aspect at all.
I don't think it said. Oh, it did monster in the second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't say monster either.
Taglines of our own.
Oh, sorry, I laughed so hard about the
Vents.
Creech thing. Well, that and Lucas said Joe Biden, and I cried a little. Cawed like a bird.
Anytime Lucas says Joe Biden, Seth disassociates.
Joe Biden.
Like if he had
taglines of our own.
Don't talk about it.
It's got to be truck related since I said that.
Joe Biden's tentacles invoke Nicole Kidman. I don't know. Monster Fuck Rally we already did as the cold open.
Yeah, all I'm thinking about is truck fuck based puns.
Yeah.
Holy truck, this movie is fun. You know.
Yeah, that might be a little too PG for this movie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I've got it.
Rev your
Joe
engines.
Biden's favorite movie.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be. That's a good tagline.
Because I'm a Creech. I'm a weirdo.
That's
That was
What
pretty
the hell am I
good.
doing here on
I don't
Earth?
belong here in Hollywood.
On
Because
land.
I'm a Creech, I'm a weirdo.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Your Honor, testifying in court. God, I thought I had something for a second, then Lucas came in with the heat there.
Get ready to have a monster time. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something like something about when a boy meets a girl, but then I had either something really bad or nothing after that.
I don't know what's worse, something really bad or nothing.
It's hard to
You
say.
think a Chevy could do this?
Yeah, built Ford, rough roads ahead. I don't know, because it's built for it tough.
Creechler Sebring.
It was pretty good.
Wasn't it a Dodge?
Yeah, they had a lot of dodges in this, but
Yeah. What if a frog fucked an octopus this summer?
meet Creech.
Yeah. It was Dodge.
Creech is down on his luck and doesn't have enough
Yeah.
oil to drink.
This creature's got to get out of Dodge and back into some cave.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Kind of nailed it, actually. The rambling really sent it home.
Well, I think we've nailed taglines, which means we can get into facts time. Cats facts.
Wait, what are we calling them?
No, we're not gonna pause right
Monster
there.
truck facts.
Creech facts. Biden facts.
Rob Lowe facts.
Rob Lowe facts.
Joe Biden's favorite movie facts.
Sterile facts. Vent facts.
Nothing to do with the movie, but I like it.
Dodge facts.
Bad facts.
You say bad facts? Bag facts?
Quicksilver
Put
facts.
the bag in the facts. Put the facts in the bag.
You can't go back. We can't go back to put the facts in the bag. This is a holdup.
Put the facts in the bag. This is an oil tycoon.
Frack facts.
That's just fracts.
Frax.
Let's make it one word this week.
Frax. Let's go fraxing.
Fraxing.
Movie. All right.
That's what I learned about myself. My hand never shakes.
I wanted to start TikToks with Seth. I had this idea.
The Departed.
There's TikToks out there where
I loved it.
you gave it a 7.
It's like I've been doing this bit where instead of if I was like it's a 0, you guys be like, haha, good one. But if I say something that's like almost believable, you guys get mad instead. And then it's a joke that only I'm in on.
Wait, so what do you actually give The Departed?
As like minimum 9.5.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank God.
Yeah. Did I never say that? I thought I came back and told
No,
you
you-
later.
You just kept saying.
Yeah. I do 12 hours straight at work. I've been running around and I'm making jokes with everybody that nobody likes. I gotta fuck with you
I
guys.
legit thought you rated it a 7, which is I guess fine, but I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I did my job, made it believable enough.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's acting.
But I was gonna say I want to do this TikTok trend with Seth where there's a lot of like movie TikTok pages that do like best acting
Movie.
but some groups have been doing like ones where it's people recreating the best acting scenes. So it would just be like, and now best acting scenes, and it would just be me zooming in on Seth and he's just going, I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
I could do it. Brandon
He
just
did,
looking for an
actually.
excuse to get me on camera. I did abandon my boy.
And then it zooms into me and I'm like, why he's so serious?
We're doing
He
the
did.
There Will Be Blood scene. I abandoned my child. He did.
Or we do it of only bad movies that we've watched, like
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's great.
My Name is Alvin Flang. One that you don't
Yeah.
get to see any face, it's just voice.
That'd be pretty good.
First fraxing is that there wasn't a lot of research out there, but some of them were like, okay, cool. The first one was 5 green 1950s era Dodge trucks were built for the movie. One with its engine in the pickup bed, so it could be driven from a position under the hood. Creech drives from that position. Thanks. Like, there were like They were like 12 facts, and they were like all bad.
It sounds like somebody excited to tell you about the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually where the monster sits. He's in there. He's like giddy about
Yeah,
it.
super fun.
I'm back.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
thank
brother.
God. Next is that nearly every vehicle used in the film is a Chrysler product.
Is a cry for help.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because Dodge, Jeep, Ram, those are all Chrysler.
A Chrysler for help.
I had to look up the exact name of it, but it's
Let me write that down.
Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram are all owned by Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. So
Fiat Chrysler merger, huh?
yeah.
Weird.
Are you
Who'da
writing down
guessed,
a Chrysler for help?
Hmm?
What are you writing down? A Chrysler for help?
What's
Jesus Chrysler.
There we go.
Next. This is Danny Glover's first Nickelodeon role since the 2006 film Barnyard.
Oh my God, I love Barnyard.
Hate Barnyard. Oh.
Barnyard's so good. He was the donkey, wasn't he? No, he was the old dog. No.
I don't know Barnyard as well as you do. You can just keep naming characters and I'd be fine.
So remember the cow dad that dies?
No, I won't back down.
But he got back down into a corner and mauled.
Yeah.
His confidant was either an old donkey or as an old dog, like a border collie. And I think that was Danny Glover. That's right. It was both. It was a hybrid, an abomination.
This is our animal podcast with our biggest animal here, Seth.
Big dog.
The big dog.
This is why I left for 2 weeks. I was on sabbatical.
Because you were fucking women?
Yeah.
Nice.
Slum dog, raw dog, all the dogs came out.
Up dog.
Dogs are barking.
Up dog.
Up dog.
Nice.
I think that's all of them. I think we got them all.
Next fact is that this is Paramount Animation's first ever live action film. Like I said, I thought this was an animated movie all the way up until I did my research. I was wrong.
He was wrong.
So wrong. Next, Thomas Lennon stated in 2012 that he is under contract for 2 more sequels. But it's been 7 years, so I don't know.
He said that in 2012.
He did in 2022. Sorry.
Oh,
He's still on the hook.
So 6 years after this came out, he said he's still under contract for 2 more sequels.
that's awesome.
We'll never get them.
It was a flop. How do they have?
Yeah, he probably just said it in an interview as a joke. Like it might still be true.
He
but
is a goofy guy.
Yeah, he's such a good comedian actor.
Next, when Viacom took a major loss for the third quarter of 2016, it blamed unspecified failures in its motion picture distribution division. Reporters pieced together some details in the profit and loss statement and discovered that this film was blamed for their huge loss in the third quarter.
I always get it back on the fourth, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Down 60.
I'm down 60 million. Can I make it back in the fourth quarter?
Touchdown.
The Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, anything's possible.
It's true.
For the Jets.
Good news.
Are you
Good news.
are you happy that he will be happy out of the NFC North?
Mm-hmm. I will be happy.
So you have to go up against Jordan Love, Justin Fields, and Jared Goff now?
Yeah, they trash.
Justin Fields is pretty good.
He's a bad quarterback.
Jared Goff is decent.
He's bad.
He's not the guy that strikes fear into his opponents, though.
Yeah, but he's probably like a top 5 NFC quarterback right now, which is crazy.
Just means the NFC's bad.
Yeah, it's like Jalen Hurts, Kirk, and Dak. It's like our 3 teams have the best quarterbacks. That's bad.
Mm.
And penultimate frax is that when Tripp first sees... This is another one of those stupid ones. When Tripp first sees the smash truck, he opens the hood and says it's a 6.4 liter Hemi. The only thing worth saving. The truck had 5.7 liter badges, actually.
I don't know what any of that means at all.
Exactly.
And I don't want anyone to explain it to me.
I put this in here. I was like, cool.
That's a fun fact. I like that you turn to me like, oh, this is another stupid one, because you know I'm gonna love the stupid ones.
And it is.
It is.
Just somebody that's super giddy writing this. Like, oh shit, he said 6.4. Did you see that badge? 5.7 liter Hemi.
I have to, honey, get my computer.
I've got to write a frax.
Oh.
And my ultimate is obviously nominations, and it's got 2 no wins, however. It's at the Golden Trailer Awards.
Mm.
First nomination is for most innovative advertising for a feature film. I don't know how they advertised. And the other one, they poked me?
Like a bear.
Like a bear.
Yeah.
And then the other one that they had was Best Viral Campaign. I don't know what that is either.
How do they win those?
How they poke you?
They didn't win. They nominated.
How do they even get nominated?
They poked you on Facebook.
Oh.
They held your eyeballs open and they poked them.
Yeah, and they poked it. I guess I'd nominate somebody for Best Campaign then.
Let me poke your eyeball.
Please don't.
Okay.
They let you
Freak
turn into a monster.
Say out of fucking loony bin.
They let her out.
Damn. They let me out.
Damn.
Wah! I'm a monster.
Yeah.
And that's our last.
It's flashing people saying, "Oh, it's fine. It's sterile."
And with that, that's the end of Frack, so we can get into the movie.
Our last Frack.
A Moogie.
A movie.
Moogie.
I mean, she's obviously the monster controlling the trucks, right?
Oh, I was thinking that Joe Biden was running around flashing people and trying to flash Nicole Kidman.
No.
His monster.
Because Nicole would just flash him back. She's insane.
She'd flash her 9 millimeter.
Joe Biden quit showing me your dick. She shows her her gun.
Yeah.
I think she is controlling the truck. Or maybe she gets hit by a truck.
maybe we should hit her with a truck.
Let's smash a truck into her.
We should
She can't be killed.
We're like, you're a monster. She's like, I'm really not. We're just force feeding her oil. She loves it.
She does though. She
does.
She doesn't.
You got a funnel like stapled to her mouth.
A beer bong. She loves the oil. We're making her play Simon on a broomstick. She's learning, guys. Here's some oil, Nicole.
Oh God.
That is the plot of the movie.
That is the plot of the movie. They force feed Nicole Kidman oil in a basement, then they weekend at Bernie's her after she dies into driving their monster truck.
You missed it.
In seconds.
She's deathly allergic.
Everyone's allergic to oil. She's allergic to profits.
Not Creech.
You missed it at the Oscars. Jimmy Kimmel immediately started making Nicole Kidman jokes.
And
gave her superpowers.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
All right. It's movie time. We watched this on Thursday, so we're going to have to flash back.
Stop flashing people.
That's sucking.
Damn it. So we got to suck back.
A suck noise.
It's not going back in time. That's just like
I'm just sucking back in
eating
time.
cheese out of a cup or something.
What? Who eats cheese out of a cup?
I don't know, but if they did, they'd make a noise similar to that.
He's just a weird guy.
Yeah. Like he goes to a pretzel place in the mall and he's like, "Can I get a cup of nacho cheese?" And like, "What kind of pretzel?" He's like, "No, I don't think you understand."
Oh, see, when you said
she says, "Okay, 50 cents," and he rips the lid off in front of her and he goes.
But she doesn't give him a pretzel, but she's like, "Do you still want butter and salt?" He's like, "Yes." She puts butter and salt on the cheese. See, when you said cup of cheese, I didn't think melted. I just thought like that cup that you have there, just full of cheddar,
just like Mexican blend.
like cubes of cheddar.
Oh, I thought you meant a chalice made out of cheese.
Oh, interesting. We all had different ideas.
I like this pretzel bit.
Thank you.
50 cents, please.
I don't think you understand, ma'am. All right, let's get into this movie.
But so we watched this on Thursday, so it's a little removed, but you get
flashback.
We get.
I watched it illegally.
Nice.
I did too the first time. Did I tell you guys that?
No.
My dad bought this device that let him like watch.
It's called a computer.
No. It's like a Fire Stick, but it's jailbroken. You can search any movie ever of all time, even if it's in theaters currently, and you could just get like a bootleg version of it and stream it. Like I watched it, you could. It shook around every once in a while. You could see the guy with the camera. Like I don't know how he got that, or how he hacked his device to do. Yeah, he streamed a bootleg movie to our television.
I had an
and
app.
now he's going to jail because I just outed him.
I had an app on my iPod Touch called Movie Box for a while that like you could stream any, like there were things in theaters on it and it was like super Chinese. But like to use
like
it,
the actors?
No, just like the app. Like you clicked on it and it first
Chinese
loaded
actors.
like a bunch of like Chinese text and I was like, don't know this. But then you could search your movie, it'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
But after a while to use it, you had to revert your iPhone or your iPod Touch back to like the date December 12th, 2012 or something to use it.
Interesting.
They had to time jump, and that was the way to get through.
The Chinese government has a picture of like your 12-year-old face up in an office somewhere.
I was like 18.
That's the same face.
Yeah, I've had the same face for forever.
Yeah.
I remember I bootlegged Warrior, the UFC fighting film, in my dorm room freshman year. It was one night, Hunter was asleep in his bed, in his loft bed, and I'm sitting in my bed by the window watching Warrior on Movie Box with my headphones in, and it's the end scene where they're fighting and About Today by the Nationals playing, and I'm just sitting there just and Hunter wakes up the next morning, he's like, were you crying last night? I was like, yeah, I was sobbing. I was sobbing my eyes out.
You love it.
You do love About Today.
So we watched this movie on Thursday.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a flashback, but you start with a truck driving through a field when it comes to an oil site, and you get the title card on the grill of the truck.
Bad.
It was bad.
And
not classy.
Rob Lowe steps out of a helicopter with this southern accent, talking to Thomas London about how their drilling site isn't producing any oil. And it's because they found a pocket of water 2 miles below the surface with potential for life. But Rob Lowe's money hungry and wants to keep drilling.
I got a pocket full of water.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But good. Yeah.
He's always invoking Bedingfield around here.
I do a lot of invoking. And then what happened?
And then you burned a hole in your pocket.
Make me sick.
So
Whoa.
he's money hungry. He says, keep drilling. So they drill.
This water's burning a hole in my pocket.
When the oars camera sees bioluminescence, they're like, holy shit. They're like, holy shit, this is life. He's like, no, that's the lens.
This is glitter.
Yeah, it's glitter on the camera or whatever. But then something speeds across the camera. They're like, there's something down there. So they're trying to shut it down. When
was the bioluminescence there like tentacle shit?
Probably.
In retrospect?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not just good like writing. Phytoplankton.
Good writing.
Good job, 4-year-old. Pulled off a twist.
And what if they were bioluminescent?
Hey, you know those phytoplankton that live off the coast of the Indonesian islands? Well, let's put them on the bottom of Creech. But so something speeds across, they try and shut it down, but the whole well starts to explode from back pressure. It starts spewing out oil, and then there is a legit explosion. Like kids movie, right off the bat. Boom, blowing up, oil spilling everywhere, and a creature flies out of the top of the well, smashes a truck with a 6.4 liter Hemi engine.
5.7.
You're right. Yep. Sorry. That was stupid of me, bitch. I shouldn't trust Trip.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Ugh.
With 2 P's.
Yeah, that's right.
And this creature is unknown at the time. And they've got animal control there, cattle prods, ready to keep it in its cage at bay. But one does seem to sneak away. And they're going to hide the news of the creature and the explosions to keep drilling. It is Mel. It's funny because after we finished this, Lucas, Seth and I did watch a little bit of Mel.
Oh.
A little bit of Ma. Monica.
Just like
A little bit
just
of
like
Mel in my life.
just like
A little more Mel feels just fine. I don't know any of the words to that
we
song except
we
for
watched the
Monica.
pancake eating scene. It was awesome.
The what?
The
Oh, the
pancake
pancake.
eating.
Yeah. It's actually even funnier the second time.
We watched this.
Unbelievable.
We watched the scene where he's like, "Those kids are from L.A. You don't have to hurt them, Mel."
Comes out of nowhere. Just okay. This is not the Mel podcast.
It
Where were
can't
we?
be.
I
It
hate
kind of is the Mel
apples.
podcast, but it's not.
Apples, they make me sick.
Don't finish it.
So after
It's
all
like a
this,
poor
they're-
town.
yeah, everything's run on oil here. And after they say they're going to keep drilling, they've got this creature at bay. You get a quick cut to a big green Dodge truck speeding through a field up to a bus.
Oh my god, this whole movie was Mel.
So let's just come to the realization.
I thought the creatures just look similar, but like the whole plot. Sorry, continue.
Yep. This is going to win our next bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, this truck comes speeding up through a field right up to the edge of a bus that has Trip, our main guy, in it. And the guy and the girl in the truck are just laughing at him. They've got the souped up green truck. And Trip hates his life in this town. He works at this car junkyard for handicapped Danny Glover, where he fixes beat up cars and smashes scrap metal, basically.
Yeah,
What?
they have a junkyard.
You're
dog
laughing so
there.
much that he hates his life. They
Yeah.
do have a junkyard dog.
He's bad.
Classic hound dog, junkyard dog.
He's not as good as he used to be though.
Yeah. And
That's life.
that's live. But one of the
That's life.
cars that enters the lot for him to break down is the truck from the oil rig that got smashed, and he's going to take the engine out of it and put it in this truck that he's been working on to have a car for himself.
So they have to ride the bus.
Yeah. I hated riding the bus.
It sucked.
It really sucks. I liked riding the Met bus in middle school. That was pretty fun from Riverside, but
Well, they used to. The only time I had a good time on a bus, they shipped me from the elementary school to the middle school to take like the advanced math classes, and it was only 3 of us on the whole bus. So Lauren would sit at the very front because she's like a
classic
nerd.
type A type.
Yeah, and then Kate and Browd and I, rest in peace, would sit in the very back, and anytime we went over a bump, we'd like hit our heads on the ceiling. We were like, "Let's fucking go!" That was awesome.
And it wasn't the short bus.
It was not. No, it was they actually got a longer bus for the 3 of us to
Nice.
fit our massive brains.
I
Stretch out bus.
am so sad because I feel like I should have been with you guys going to the middle school,
Yeah,
but my school had none of that resources to do it.
I know. I feel bad for you because yeah, never mind. You're fine. Actually,
I'm fine, but
did not pay off for me and Caden so well.
you cue a montage of Trip locking up the junkyard, sitting in his truck that he's working on, imagining scenarios of him outrunning volcanoes, picking up hot twins in his truck, doing burnouts, all this shit. He's a funny, goofy guy that loves girls and trucks.
He's a maniac.
She looks like a fucking serial killer.
Seth confused him with the
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters who plays Dahmer.
Yeah, he kind of has that vibe. He talks super low. He's got weird hair.
Well,
Would not be
especially
remiss, like with a knife under there.
I thought Evan Peters was who played Quicksilver because especially when he has the mask on, they look basically identical.
Yeah. My favorite Evan Peters quote of all time is,
Bleh.
"No."
Okay.
Did you get more than 1 pint of ice cream? No. But I got some bagel chips. And then he does that stupid little dance from The Office.
That's Evan Peters.
Yeah, his nephew that he spanks. Season 7, episode
Interesting.
1, nepotism.
Yeah, Luke.
Luke Bryan. But yeah, so he does this little montage. And then while Trip is working on the engine for his truck, he checks the news. And his dad is on the news working for the oil rig. He states there was a catastrophic event, but he can't say anymore when a rumble in the junkyard happens. And Trip runs out to see a hole just completely through one of the vans in the junkyard. right where the gas can should be.
Spooky.
Spoopy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Super interesting. And then the next day, he's at school walking with some kid whose father owns a dealership that is like big fans of Trip, but he's never been friends with him. And
This is a weird storyline.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
He's like, yeah, brushing off this chubby ginger boy the whole movie until he needs something from him.
yeah.
You know,
But he bumps into Meredith.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Nothing.
He bumps into Meredith, who is supposed to be tutoring him in biology. And they end up walking past this car lot, this ginger, chubby boy, his dad's car lot, with every car having a hole in it where the gas tank was, similar to the van from the junkyard.
yeah.
The cops are like,
a
the cops are like,
monster came through.
stupid teens. I was like, teens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's no way.
yeah. He saw like an impossible thing that happened to all these trucks in one night, and he was like, it was the rabble rousers again. Of course, it's always them.
The stupid teen. The children in this town keep stealing gas tanks from cars
Eating them.
and eating them. But it's just kind of weird. So Trips back in the junkyard again, working when he hears another rumble, goes to check it out, and this is where he meets the creature for the first time. Traps it in a hatch in the ground in the shop. It's very octopus-like. It's pretty gross. It's octopus-like where it can morph its body and squeeze into small spaces and tentacly and.
It's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of a bafflingly bad decision to make the monster so gross. It looks like the blobfish, you know, that even like the meme of the gross-looking blobfish that's frowning. They're like, let's make this adorable. And it doesn't work. I think it's a gross-looking monster. I wanted it to perish most of the movie.
I thought it was
squish it.
I called him a beanbag.
You can't step on it. It's huge.
With like a Bigfoot, like a giant foot. You just step on it.
I didn't think it looked that bad, but I called it a beanbag when we were watching it because that was what Lucas called all the aliens on the space chimps planet.
Yeah, the beanbags.
And I had a feeling that he might kind of not like this guy either.
He's gross.
He had cute little emotions sometimes.
And moogies.
Sort of. He looked like he was farting a lot of the time.
Yeah.
A stupid little beanbag farting.
He looked disgusting. His parents were disgusting.
Yeah, his parents were worse. Spoilers!
Yeah, sorry, he
Mel
has
had,
parents.
like, some little charm about him.
All Mel had to do was go, man. We're like, that's the guy.
We
that
hated
fucking
him
guy.
for most of
It was
that. I guess
charisma.
It was his charisma. That's right. Well, John Travolta really brought him to life.
Yeah. But so he traps it in that little hatch. And this is the classic boy who cried wolf scene as his cops and his stepdad cop, I guess, come to check it out. But nothing's in that hatch anymore. Nobody believes him. Nobody believes there's a monster.
Hated that scene so much.
The boy who cried wolf scene?
Yeah.
Dad was like...
The sheriff being like, I've had it up to here with you. You're done. And
you're done.
It's not been shown that he has any record of being a pain in the ass or anything. He seems like a decent kid that has a job and goes to school and does everything. And the stepdad's like, that's it. I've had enough. You're always messing with me and my platoon. Like, this is the first time we've seen it. It didn't make any sense.
My salty splatoon.
Yeah.
Well,
what was the implication earlier when he was like, "Are you going to come back?" to the stepdad? And the dad's like, "I'm gonna stay in here. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, like, will you be here when I come back? I don't know.
Well, I don't remember this.
They didn't go into that relationship enough with the.
Yeah, I guess in retrospect, he was like doing that out of his own dad leaving, and he's like, "Are you just gonna leave just like him?" But like, I was also like, at the time when I watched it, I was like, "Is he saying like, you cheating on my mom, and I know you are?" I was like,
"Oh,
yeah." It was weird. He's just like a bad stepdad at the beginning.
Yeah, he's really not even that bad, and also in hindsight or retrospect or whatever.
Or whatever.
Well, I didn't want to say the retrospect because Luke's already said it, and then hindsight sounds stupid.
In flashback.
Yeah. Slurping noise in asterisks. What was I saying?
I don't know. Something about stepdads, but
yeah. Just continue. I'm like disassociating.
Okay. Well, Trip is at biology. He asks his tutor if there are new species ever found. Like, she's proud of him, talks to him about how many new species are found, all that shit. And he's just kind of trying to find out about Creech.
He's like, theoretically, could there be sea monsters under Lake Michigan? And she's like, you're right. Theoretically, there could be. What the fuck?
Theoretically,
are you
there
talking
could be 10,000, but Trip is
You're
now
bad
back in his
nerd.
junkyard and using oil to get the creature in the car crusher because he noticed that the creature was drinking like from an oil can when it went into that little hatch with him. So he's putting it in the little car crusher thing. When it comes onto the ledge and starts chugging all the oil, and Trip starts to look like endearingly at it and decides not to crush it.
He's in love.
And I put this movie as invoking Mel.
It's so gross.
This is their version of the pancake scene.
Slurping oil.
Yeah.
He loves it. It's his favorite. He loves it so much. The oil. It's like it slithers onto its back and caresses it.
It holds
Yeah,
it like a
hers.
bottle. It's always like
It's like an addiction to these guys. Like he's trying to recover from heroin. And Trip is like, oh, we should just give him some heroin if he misses it so much. And that's what
Yeah.
oil is to this thing.
This sick animal.
What if, like, imagine you see, like, I love pizza or like stir fry or whatever. But if I ever hugged
do.
like a burger, like went to bed
or
with
stir
it,
fry.
or
loves it
if I
so
hugged
much.
a noodle,
It like glows green too when it suckles it.
and that might be just because it's like a liquid thing. When he's like water or some sort of liquid is what amplifies the. Why are you doing that? What is? Anytime he's in the water, he glows. So if there's oil, like a liquid moving through him,
I thought he
he's
was
glowing.
happy or something.
Yeah, it's horny.
He's horny.
Yeah.
He's
Green.
glowing
Green
green.
is
Yeah.
the color of horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned that.
And cleanliness.
There was a guy you had
generally.
talked about.
Oh yeah, grass.
You talked about heroin, and the other day at work, there was a guy that was like picking up his meds, and we are like, "Oh, it's like $80." He's like, "That's fine." He's like, "It's cheaper than what I used to take." We're like, "Well, what? How much do you used to pay?" He's like, "He used to spend $200 a day." We're like, "Oh my god, what were you using?" He's like, "Meth." Did a lot of meth in my younger years. Like, oh, great.
All right. How are you rich enough to afford that? He probably just had to blow a bunch of people.
Yeah, he said he often didn't pay for it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, it was very, very open about his younger years and his illegal substance use.
People in recovery like that usually are.
Yeah. But so he looks at it, it's very endearing, and he doesn't want to kill it now. He accidentally breaks the remote for the crusher, and it starts crushing the creature when Trip grabs its flaily little slimy ass arms and pulls it out.
Yeah. Was it too weak to move, or was it like sleepy there?
It was drunk on oil.
I don't know why it couldn't move itself.
It didn't want to move. It didn't realize the crusher thing was coming, I think.
Because
like he pulls him off and he's like kind of mad about it. He's like,
yeah, he growls at him.
Grab me. And then and then when he sees the crushed can, he sees the crushed can next to it. He's like, "Don't you see?" And the monster's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
We're shown throughout the movie these monsters are hyper intelligent, but he's like too
dogs.
stupid to realize he's being crushed. That's such a basic instinct to have.
This wall is closing in on me.
Yeah, he didn't like movement to
dogs.
begin with, but something coming right at him that's huge and immovable. He's like, whatever, I'll sleep it off.
Maybe he likes really tight spaces with the truck coming on later.
You know what he does like is
oil.
Is throwing rocks at a truck because they do that for.
They do that. So he saves him.
That.
He does show his like giant rows of teeth, gets all scary at Trip, but then they form a friendship over throwing junk at a Terravex truck, and they laugh together. It bellows.
This truck can't hurt you anymore.
It's always like, it sounds like it's laughing.
I hate that it laughs. I hate that it laughs. Does
That's
any
a sense
other
of humor for sure?
Is that what separates us from animals? Does any other creature laugh? Like we say that they laugh. There's something they sound like they laugh, but it's just like a thing that they're doing.
Monkeys do.
Okay, which makes sense. They're very close to us. But like, what if you went to the aquarium and a fish was just like pointing and laughing at you because
fish can't point.
You've seen fucking the shitty Will Smith one? They point all the time in that one.
Shark Tale.
We talked about Shark Tale, that sexy ass fish.
Bet it all.
Bet it all. Martin Scorsese gets all angry and puffs up.
I think dolphins laugh too.
I was gonna say dolphins have been known to laugh.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they
They're
pull
like
pranks
real
and shit?
intelligent. It's just kind of okay.
They pull pranks by huffing on jellyfish
And raping.
and then raping
They
things
do.
and
That's-
throwing them into the air. And like, look at that idiot! I just launched a jellyfish into the air.
That's a good prank.
Dolphins are hilarious.
That's hazing. They're just hazing the jellyfish.
Dolphins basically a fraternity to get into there.
Hey, jellyfish, you want to be in my club? I gotta throw you in the air, and we gotta breathe off you.
They
Fuck
just
you.
eat him. I gotta kill you and fuck you, and then you can join the club.
Welcome to the ocean, bitch.
In an order that might
And
shock
then they
you.
like fist bump.
God damn. I just thought it was kind of
I
interesting.
love the idea of dolphins fist bumping each other, bro.
Did you see how
You
hard
see
I fucked that jellyfish to death?
He got like
Takes a
30
rip
feet of
off-
air that time.
Rip off of a sea cucumber or something.
His dolphin bong, yeah.
he,
A sea
he
cucumber.
ripped some coral,
Oh, that's good.
huffs a jellyfish, and takes a rip off of a sea cucumber.
So it makes sense the monster laughs then, because
Yeah.
it coincides with intelligence.
Yes.
Cool.
So it's good.
Spiders will never find jokes funny.
Spiders will never find love. Tune in next week to find out if this spider falls in love. But so they form this
That'd be
friendship.
such a funny part of like Spider-Man. If Mary Jane goes to kiss him, he's like, "Sorry, spiders can't fall in love." He crawls away.
Puts up a big X. No.
And then he lays a bunch of eggs.
That like
Really take the horror of Spider-Man to its furthest limits.
that classic upside down Mary Jane kiss scene. Kirsten Dunst.
She pulls up his mask. No.
Spiders can't kiss.
It'd be way funnier if he's not even like anatomically more spider than man. He's just like a big nerd about spiders. He's like, no spider has ever loved a human woman. He like runs away.
And then he lays an egg.
Thousands of them. Carries them on his back.
Bunch of little Tobey Maguires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
So
taped
then-
rocks to himself. I'm
So then
pregnant.
So the police are visited by the Terravex, like, investigators team.
Yeah,
Like,
the cattle prod guys at the
You
police
see
trying
any
to
weird
find out.
monsters
Yeah.
lately? And the guy's like,
Lucas-
just the one.
Seth caught that this cattle prod guy walked through like 4 doors in the police station.
Yeah, the framing was really weird. It was only 2 of them, but the editing of it made it seem like every time they cut back
He's
to him, he was
walking.
walking through a different doorway.
It's Door City.
Just made his way further and further into the police station. Now he's a cop. He's Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's armed too, and he just let him in there.
He was.
he was.
But
Can you
so-
past tense that joke?
I
I
guess.
guess he like runs the town though. Or whatever.
But yeah,
He worked for the people that run the town, so like same thing. I
They're
guess.
looking about any news about the creature, and the creature's just rolling around on a flatbed trailer, pulling
So
tricks.
stupid.
chasing the dog
Chasing
in the
the
yard.
dog.
And when the cattle prod guy
How
pulls
smart
up
is
and
it really? It's like fucking Flintstone.
It's like a
tentacle
dolphin, it's
chasing
chasing
a
it.
dog. What's it
Yeah,
gonna do?
I thought his only food was oil. Why does he want to eat a German Shepherd?
just like how Clifford wanted
It's
the
just-
guy
no,
in the
he's just
hamster
playing.
ball.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's just
he's playing.
chasing it.
Just like how Lyle wanted
How
garbage
scared
noodles.
was that Rottweiler? Yeah.
He's very scared. But so it's
What
rolling
the
around
fuck is that?
when the cattle prod guy pulls up in search for the creature, and it's hiding. It ends up hiding inside his truck that he's working on that doesn't have an engine or anything, and it starts rolling around. So Tripp's playing it cool, pretending like he's pushing the truck by himself,
Yeah,
like this old
from
50s
one side.
this old 50s truck that's probably like 4,000 pounds, like, just taking it to the yard.
Yeah, no strained breath or anything.
Yeah.
He's Superman.
He's like, wow, that man's strong. But Meredith shows up at his junkyard too that night to give him flashcards about biology, and they all get the hell out of there in the truck, powered by the creature. It's got its tentacles wrapped around the axles, going, just
This
spinning
is-
the tires.
This is the stupidest part of the whole movie. It's also like the central part of the movie that the car is run like Flintstone style by this fucking tentacle
Yeah.
monster. Just inside, like manually turning it like it's a fucking Spirited Away monster.
And the whole time this is happening, Meredith
love
thinks
Spirit
like
Away.
Trip is hitting on her. She's like, "Oh, you're just sweeping me away."
Yeah, I have something to tell you. There's something inside, or whatever he was saying.
And he's like, "My dick."
Yeah. Also, yeah, what if that was what flashcards were? She brought her flashcards to study, and it's just like pictures of penis.
It's just
she's
nudes.
drawn. Yeah. It's just nudes.
But she's into it because she thinks he's hitting on her.
Yeah.
And now you get
because
this.
he looks like he's like 45.
But now you get
And
this
he's
downhill.
So old for a high school kid.
Downhill driving scene where they aren't in control of the car, dodging things. Creech is looking through like the grill and whatnot, and Trip finally gives in. They come to a stop. They've outrun the bad guys. Gives in and shows Meredith the creature in the truck. And she's like, "Okay, this is weird, but we got to get out of here." So she lets Trip and the creature stay inside her dad's like barn/workshop. She's like, "It's okay. He never comes in here."
Yeah.
And this is another theme of the movie: is her dad owns so many properties that he never uses.
Yeah.
And where? Yeah.
Where
Do
is
they
he?
exist? She goes for like 3.5 days without just like on the road with these people from the cops and stuff. She never has to be like, I gotta text my dad real quick.
Nope. Why would she?
Because she's a minor.
Yep, that is why. There's a logical reason. Well, now you get
She's
a
her legal
montage
responsibility.
of Trip using all of her dad's tools to work on the truck, where the creature starts to come in handy. He's got on his little tentacles, he's got cilia that can act independently, that can rotate cylindrical things at a high rate, which is why he's able to spin the wheels on the axle without turning its hands. It can do it via the cilia. So it helps with, screwdrivers and all that stuff.
So dumb.
And then the creature
Turn it into a car.
starts to watch the TV longingly, admiring monster trucks. He's like, "Oh,
It's me.
That's Lucas.
It's representation. That's what he's saying.
Imagine if it was a derby he watched instead. This movie'd be a lot different.
Imagine if instead of a Rottweiler, it was a camel. He would chase that thing like crazy.
I would chase
Crazy.
Camel.
You know what I was just thinking about when we were talking about watching monster trucks is when it was COVID, in the heat of COVID, and there were no sports on, and Lucas got really into watching marble races on YouTube.
I did.
He did.
Been down that
I
rabbit
should
hole.
go back to that. I think that's
Those are
enough.
off. Remember
good
the one
days.
night we played Cards Against Humanity and watched Marble Olympics for 3
Mhm.
hours? That was
We were
awesome.
Barely hanging on those days. Yeah.
He didn't have sports. He couldn't leave the house. He was just barely hanging on.
With arms
That was
wide
a-
open.
I did a podcast doing all that.
About
Sports.
marble races?
No, not about marble races.
You did a podcast about sports?
I guessed it on one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Rich Bones?
No, it was an old friend of mine. He moved to Texas. Not Armando, funny enough.
I was just about to say, Armando had
Yeah. He had the same critique for me, though. He's like, yeah, usually my episodes don't go this long.
Well,
Speaking of.
after the creature watches the TV show about the monster trucks, Rob Lowe and Thomas Lennon find that there are networks of waterways beneath the Earth's surface that can be accessed from a mountaintop crater lake. And there are definitely more monsters beneath them. And you know that because you get to see 2 tubs that are holding 2 other monsters already locked up. So this creature was just one that got away. And the creature is named Creech now, officially. He named it Creech, and he modified the truck, Trip did, for it to live inside and be his engine.
He's a fucking slave, yeah.
It really is. But the truck is so raised, and it is completely obvious that there's a monster living inside of it because you just see tentacles on the wheels.
Everywhere.
Yes, popping out.
But now you get a montage of
Busting.
Trip and Creech driving after Meredith on her horse, racing it, seeing how well he could drive. How well can that monster drive?
Such dog shit. He's like chasing a horse now.
Now watch this drive.
No, watch this drive.
There's a
He
country
learned
song going.
along the way he learns that he can make Creech jump by blowing air on it or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is stupid stuff. But Trip ends up making even more modifications to the truck to make it roomier for Creech. He learns about Creech, uses some of his knowledge about it to manipulate Creech into doing things for the truck, which is very Slay-esque writing that I put there.
He's a sea creature. He's got him in his truck. He's turned him into a truck.
He's an amphibian now.
He's like,
Yeah,
he likes
that is
it, though.
correct.
He does enjoy it.
And Trip decides he's going to go visit his dad, and Meredith's going to come with to the oil field. So they stop at a gas station to fuel up. So they just pump gas into Creech's mouth.
What's even the point of having the monster truck anymore? You still got to give it gas every 300 miles.
And he charges her credit card $400. He's like, can't find my checkbook. Hope you don't mind. I don't pay you in change.
How did that not come up at all later in the movie?
She's like, hey, I got my credit card bill. $400?
This whole scene is unbelievable because after they feed him and he's like on the road, he's like all amped up from the sugar of the gasoline or whatever that was. He just like destroys so many cars.
It's ethanol because there's ethanol in that there's not in crude oil. So he's consumed alcohol. So Creech is a drunk amphibian driving a monster truck.
Yeah, he just destroys so much property and he's just like, I just gotta keep going.
Yeah, nobody stops him. He ran in like monster truck style, ran over all of the cars in the car lot that these old people were trying to buy. They were like, this Buick looks nice, and then they almost died.
Think they could try and investigate that.
There were no repercussions.
Instead of being like, ah, darn.
Oh shit. Rabble rousers.
Just shucks. Again. They ate all my gas cans out of my car. They ate all the gas cans out of my car. Now they run them all over.
There's nothing left to sell.
Although
bankrupt.
Seth and I did say that one lady definitely did not have the right of way to change lanes and merge into traffic like that.
Oh yeah, she was cutting it off and waving as she did.
She puts on her blinker, yeah, thanks, and then just gets sideswiped. It was like, that was your fault.
Yeah, that'd be a lot funny if you just like change lanes without looking, but instead of turning your head, you just regally wave at them, give them the Queen's wave.
But I will admit, all the idly parked cars in the parking lot probably didn't deserve to be run over.
They have so much footage of you doing that, and they never bring it up again.
Yeah. But so Thomas Lennon back at the oil fields, he's a researcher, he's a biologist, just found that the creatures eat oil, and he starts to connect with them. But Rob Lowe's like, you pussy, don't make connections with these animals. We got to make money.
Yeah.
So Trip and Meredith make it to meet his dad at the oil field.
Is that where he had the broomstick already?
No, that's coming up.
I want to talk about that so bad.
And he tells them the secrets of the oil field while he's making, what was he making in the microwave?
Yeah, it was microwaving chicken.
He's microwaving chicken wings. Like, you want some wings? I was like, ugh.
He's also very clearly like an alcoholic.
Yes.
And he's like kind of
I've abandoned my boy!
He's a shitty guy. Yeah. My kid's kind of shitty too. He's like, this all you got, Pops?
That's true.
He's like, well, I'm a poor guy, son.
Yeah.
I could have told you that. But his dad was a snitch. Had the cops and the cattle prod guys meet them there to intercept Creech. And Creech helps him get out of there. And based on the music, because they're doing like burnouts and they're knocking out the cattle prod guys and whatnot. But based on the music, they successfully destroyed his dad's home. Because like they monster trucked through his
dad.
his mobile home, but the music was like and it was like, oh great, they destroyed his dad's home.
Yeah, we did it. That was what you said.
Yeah,
successfully destroyed a man's house.
But his wings were still ready.
It's funny to have the whole movie in on that.
Nothing ever comes back to that either. But his wings are good, so
yeah.
The microwave does ding.
You get a big
car chase.
Yeah, big chase scene. And this is where you unleash the power of Creech in the truck, because you get him with big old jumps using air. You get like almost like independent axles where the right side of the car can go up, but the left side stays on the ground to go over like trash cans. You get him scaling buildings, sticking to walls, but the chase is back on again until they separate the rest from jumping over a train car.
Yep.
We talked about this too. My favorite part was like nobody is like, everybody's like, they're always like, we need to get somewhere safe, and they're like on a rooftop in a truck, and they're like, they're not gonna get us up here for quite a while.
Yeah.
You guys are good up there.
They won't find you.
And his stepdad driving in the sheriff car is like, driving, looking the streets when there's just a monster truck going over the rooftops right
The
next to him.
irony.
Yeah.
So
But
they succeed. They get away. They just go to a cabin. What's the story with the cabin? I may have zoned out.
the father, it's the dad's.
Meredith's dad, she says
Oh,
he never
okay.
comes out.
It's his hunting cabin that he never comes to again.
It's
They
just
don't
a
even sleep in the cabin.
so convenient Deus Ex thing.
So Meredith sleeps by the fire waiting to be caressed. But instead, Trip goes to the truck and sobs
Goes to cry on the shoulder of his truck.
while the monster caresses him with its tentacle from inside the truck.
Why is he? Oh, his dad, I guess. I was say, why is
Yeah.
he sad? His
And
dad
now
sucks. Makes
was-
sense.
This next note is they pull the truck right up to the water's edge, Creech does. And this was a scene that I actually enjoyed. It was
I did.
Creech
I-
got out of the
He
truck,
loved it.
got to the water's edge, and started swimming in the lake. He gave off a bioluminescence. It was very visually appealing, I think. I do say that the shots above the water of the bioluminescence, looked a lot better than the shots when they were in the water with him. But
I thought he still looks gross.
I thought it was graceful. What is your take?
I don't know. It's just fine.
My take is that The Departed is a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, The Departed's a 7. I wasn't like blown away by it like you were.
I wasn't blown away.
You sound like you were though.
It wasn't like me watching fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey and losing my goddamn mind. It's, why are you doing that? Quit that. It's me watching this and I'm like, oh, that is actually like a decent scene with some good visuals. But so you get to watch him swim around a little bit. And then my note is, God damn it, the moment was ruined by Creech squirting water on his quit laughing at squirting water on
It's just a
Trip's
funny scene.
on Trip's face in a cum fashion.
Okay, I'm not allowed to laugh at squirt, but you write in a cum fashion.
You can't write that.
You're going to jail.
You told me to write that night.
I did.
Because you were like, because it happened right after that, and you were like, "Oh my god, what are you typing right now?" And I was like, so I told you, I was like, I really like this scene with the bioluminescence. It's very visually appealing. You're like, okay, I thought it was going to be about squirting, and I was like, God damn you! You're like, yeah, it looks kind of like a cum fashion. So I wrote that down. Those are your words.
Oh man.
What is Lucas eating in my fucking ear? Oh my god!
I love how intentional that was. That was
You can hear him laughing on the other end.
It's a warfare he's waged on us. I cracked
Every
one
time-
beer into the microphone.
Every time
He
he
took
leaves the
4 bottles of plastic and wrung
every
them
time
out.
he leaves the camera, he just grabs a bag of Ruffles and just ruffles
He's gonna
the
say,
bag.
"Hey, I'm back, guys."
Well, what happened? That was fucking Rice Krispie treats again. Wait for him to spit it all over the goddamn camera.
So he's like a
What
monster,
happened was good.
and he's like,
Yeah,
truck,
see?
right?
Back like you never.
Right.
left.
Yeah, totally. But so after all that, after he comes on his face, Thomas Lennon now has Simon, the game Simon, the memory game, taped to a broom.
My favorite scene.
And
My
shows-
favorite scene.
Really?
Yeah.
Shows Rob Lowe that the creatures are highly intelligent, can learn patterns with or without positive reinforcement of food. Because he's learned that they feed on oil. These creatures, the bigger part here is that he does it with the one, and then he does it with the other, and the other one remembers the pattern too. And he's like, I didn't teach this other one this pattern. They have hive mind like bees or ants where they can learn off what the other one has already done.
The
It's,
hive mind
um,
shit is so dumb.
The really
It's
dumb
also-
thing is that he's got
yeah.
Simon taped to a broom.
That
it's-
is- yeah.
It's so funny because like the scene doesn't start. If it started with like, "Hey, I've got to show you something," like I got to show you how smart they are, and he picks it up, you'd be like, "Okay, he's
Him
gonna
waving
what is
a
this?"
broom.
But the scene cuts. He's already holding the broom with Simon taped to it. Not a word has been spoken. So your brain has got 1,000 questions right off the bat. Like, why did he do
He's
this?
done a lot of science so far. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a lab coat. maybe the best part.
Can you imagine how far in life humans would go if we had hive mind?
If we had hive minds,
Yeah.
that would be horrible. Are you kidding me? You know how many dudes are watching porn right now? We'd also be watching, trying to record this podcast.
Yeah, but we would also all know the cure for cancer.
Would we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not one of us has found it, so we wouldn't like suddenly.
There
all
are some
know it.
cures for cancer.
There are cures for cancer.
Somebody just cured AIDS a couple weeks ago.
Nobody told me that.
It's because you weren't on the fucking podcast.
There's no way we talked about that. The last
I think
couple
I
weeks.
did talk about somebody curing AIDS. Maybe I was wrong.
So we don't have to worry about
I think you
sharing
joked about
needles or
someone
anything.
having it.
No,
That makes more sense.
No,
That sounds more.
I got an email from APHA saying that the first nail biter Gonzaga leads TCU in the second half catch the epic finish.
Is saying something sounds up your alley like a euphemism for butt sex?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one case of AIDS has been cured.
Not HIV.
HIV is easier to cure than AIDS.
So they haven't found it. That's what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can prevent AIDS because there are HIV pre-exposure medications.
You could say AIDS is like Purdue, and the cure is like
Farley Dickinson.
Yeah.
When I was little, I thought to find cures for things, you just tested like a trillion different things on it. Okay. Like if someone had cancer, like what about bananas?
Yeah.
You know, what about
Or, like,
mercury?
Yeah,
about
sunscreen. Yeah, sunshine.
Eventually, you find one.
Isn't that how you
What
find
happens
what
next?
people are allergic to? Oh, sorry.
That is, you do like the IgE
You just
allergy
try to
testing,
kill them like 40
and
times in a
you
row.
do a tiny little pinprick with the allergen on each of them. You get like 40 like acupuncture things on your back, and they see which ones react, and they're like, all right, you're allergic to shellfish. This guy was definitely allergic to peanuts because he's dead now.
That would suck. Yeah, so
being dead, yeah.
After the Simon Says broom scene that will live in infamy.
In the hive mind, Rob Lowe does not care. Wants to continue with their work, kill the creatures for more oil, and blackmails Thomas Lennon to continue their work over threat of misconduct and falsifying environmental reports. So even though Thomas Lennon's kind of been like this good guy so far, you find out that he has not had good actions up to this point.
The oil
Seth!
Huh. I don't know what that was.
Ghost.
Seth fainted in his chair.
I didn't faint. I think the chair was tucked under the lip of the windowsill here, and it
Oh.
finally came untucked and just rocked me forward. I
It
didn't just
rocked
pass
wagon
out.
wheel.
It rocked you, mama, like a wagon
It
wheel.
rocked
Yeah.
me on- yeah. Hey.
I'm
Let's
rocking.
don't hold with me.
Yeah.
Well, they end up, Tripp and Meredith end up waking up, and Creech and the truck are just gone. They're like, shit. But Tripp's phone was in the truck, so they find my iPhone to track where Creech is, and it leads them to Terravex, the oil company headquarters. And they're in there. They somehow sneak in. I can't remember, but they find...
He's walking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's walked down the hallways.
They can't find Creech, but they do find the other two monsters that are in there. When Creech ends up breaking through the wall, real angry, showing its teeth, looks big and huge, and the guards come in, trank his ass, and hold him captive. And as Tripp and Meredith are being escorted out of there by the security, Thomas Lennon is like, I'll take him over. He ends up telling them he's on their side, and they need to bring the creatures back to their home to save them.
He's had a moral epiphany. There's a lot of threatening of the kids in these scenes too.
There was a lot of sweaty hands jokes.
Bravo's like, "I'll kill you." There is a lot of sweaty hand jokes. The Eliminator guys like, "I don't fuck around. I'll kill you kids too."
Yeah. Well, because Rob was like, no, I wouldn't hurt you, but he would.
And Rob
Yeah.
Lowe was like, all right, I deleted the photos. There's no more evidence. That's like, there's a deleted photos folder.
Yeah. Well, and a ton of other things that are just pure evidence.
They could have backed it up to the cloud.
You can look at that dealership's video. Clearly see a monster.
You could clearly
Yeah.
see a monster in a truck.
Yeah, or like, hey, police, this grown man threatened to kill a teenager. Can you go see what's going on over at oilcompany.x? Whatever they were called.
Run their cameras.
Yeah. Please.
Quiz my eyes. But after that, they end up excuse me. Tripp's like, I know how to get them back. I know how to get them back to the mountain. fast trucks. So, with the help of Danny Glover, he helps him in his tow truck repo some other trucks. And they end up stealing that fancy green truck from earlier from that douchebag guy and that girl that laughed at them that were also next to them at the gas station when they were guzzling gas. But the girl was always kind of nice to Trip in a way.
Yeah,
She's
she
the
wants
hots for
him.
him.
But Trip is able to get it. Oh, here's my note. Trip is able to get it up the truck when the hot girlfriend watches him.
He really doesn't like Meredith
Yeah.
sexually.
Yeah, this other girl is like way turned on that her boyfriend's truck is getting towed away.
Yeah.
Super touching herself in the window.
It's like a really specific kind of cuckoldry she's participating in there.
Cuckold from a distance.
Yeah. Fuck my husband's truck.
The tailpipe.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they end up repoing it, and now they go to the nerdy redheaded kid from before that loves Trip to use his dad's dealership and mod the trucks overnight. And they take that green truck that they repoed and just destroy it. They like take a metal electric saw to it. And I was like, when you repo a vehicle, like you can still get it. You can still get it back if you just pay it off.
Yeah. Same
But-
with this other red truck that they get in there. Cause like, I want the best truck. It's
His
like, I want the one that's
16th
gonna be my
birthday
birthday
present.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
I won't mess with it.
And then they
Cuts
take
it
a
in
saw
half.
to it.
They take out all the like mechanics of it too, because the monsters just slide in.
It's funny because it was supposed to be a 16th birthday present, but like they also couldn't sell it to anybody. Like it's
But
just
it's in
been
the showroom.
it's been sitting in the showroom, but everybody that comes to put in an offer, they're like, "Sorry, this is my kid's present.
Then get it out of the showroom.
Get it out of the showroom." Like, or you're a dealership, you can order another one of those trucks.
Yeah. But you know,
We have-
exclusivity.
Anyway, they're modding trucks.
Montage.
They're modding trucks now. They have no care for repo, and after some of the renovations, these monster trucks are actually sick. They make them pretty
I said
lifted.
they look like shit.
Oh no, they were angular. They were cool as hell.
They would have
They're
been
just
good in like
different
a.
cars too.
No,
No, those boys did that.
they did it overnight.
Yeah, the actors actually had to learn. They spent 2 years training to do that overnight.
That's
They
why
could've just
production was
got
pushed back.
Different trucks instead of
They
just
could have.
changing these trucks into other trucks
They could
or
have.
whatever.
Yeah, I think they looked fine. They look good for like monster truck or like show.
Yeah,
Like if you're doing a show with them, but
Yeah.
like for a movie,
They look sporty.
They look kind of shit.
they
for a
look
movie.
sporty. But Thomas
They did look
Lennon
sporty.
also steals a semi that had no sides on the back of it. It was just
They did
curtains.
steal.
I've never seen a semi with no sides on the truck. It was just Why are
I've
you-
never seen.
why are you fuckboying right now?
I don't know. Something came over me.
But yeah,
text.
it's got. He brings all the creatures to the dealership. They let the creatures out, and all the creatures hug as a family. It was a mom and a dad, and little Creech is the baby Creech,
Like a little
like-
gross little family.
the little gross little family.
They're disgusting.
The
Which
mom
one?
and dad
Was
especially.
the mom the red one?
Yes,
She looked like shit.
she looked bad.
She let herself
She-
go.
She's going through sea creature amphibian menopause.
Menopause,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
For
Like,
sure.
She's
we
having
both
menopause.
just insult every like 45-plus-year-old woman.
Yeah.
All right.
Or 30 plus if you've had a hysterectomy. Anybody that's had a hysterectomy.
I have not, so I only insulted 45 and up.
Nice. I meant the women, but
Oh, okay.
but they all hug as a family, and now all the creatures get into each truck. Creech in the 1950s Dodge, mom and dad in each one of the new souped up ones, and they drive with the Hyde mentality because Creech knows how to drive these trucks, so do the parents, and they are on the run, but closely being chased by Sheriff Stepdad and the cattle prod guys.
Sheriff Stepdad's a really cool name.
That's a good name for a porno. Sheriff Stepdad.
Extremely.
Yeah. What are you doing, Sheriff Step Bro?
I'm stuck in the washer. But so they're on the
That
run,
ass is
closely
under
being
arrest.
chased, and you're
Being
under
stuck.
arrest for looking too
For being
sexy.
stuck.
Yeah.
He
Well,
like doesn't fuck her. He just takes her.
The best
Still can't get her
porno.
out of the washing machine though, so he just loads it into his truck.
Into a semi that has no sides.
Yeah.
Driven by a monster.
The monster, but he's just behind the wheel this
The
time.
monster is actually Joe Biden all along.
Joe Biden.
Well, there's a chase scene up a mountain to this like lake or whatever, and Creech pulls the fucking Lightning McQueen trick where it pulls up to the edge of the mountain, kicks
Barrel
off the edge,
rolls.
barrel rolls, kick
Dual
flips
barrel roll.
over the edge.
A very
and then this-
poorly executed Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, the Wilhelm.
Yeah, but it was like actually like it was. You could see
We
his
laughed.
mouth move.
We laughed.
I did because like.
I
it's just, like,
did!
so obvious. Normally they slide it in there if like a lot of people are dying and there's just one, but they like,
Yeah.
just replaced the Wilhelm scream for his actual voice, which
Yeah.
made it funny.
He must have been really bad at screaming
Must
for
have.
them to have to do that.
That was like his only role in the movie.
Yeah. The extra couldn't scream properly. We had to put Wilhelm in there.
But yeah, really bad Wilhelm scream, and now you get this cliff dangling scene. Tripp's hanging on after they did the kickflip barrel roll, and Creech pulls him in, saves the day. And now, as they're driving up, the bad guys ramming them off the road. When Sheriff Rick, the stepdad, comes to the rescue, rams Mr. Burke in his vehicle, but then he gets rammed off the edge by Mr. Burke. But luckily, it was like front of the car down, so he basically just rode down the mountain really fast.
Yeah, and then it's mad. Like the car goes down like the side of a cliff, smashes like a bunch of trees and stuff, and then he gets mad it won't start after he gets to the bottom. After like a
Yeah.
200
My car's
drop.
total.
I think this is supposed to be a
What the
part
fuck?
where he like experiences character growth. Because the very beginning, I don't think we mentioned it, but Amy Ryan puts her hands on the car, and he's like, "Get your hands off the car," and then he wipes it with like a microfiber cloth. He's like super possessive of it and wants
Yeah,
it
we
to clean
didn't
all the
say that.
time. Yeah. And then this scene, he gets out of it and he's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And then you see like something clicks in his brain. He kicks it and he realizes he should be protecting his family and
Rather
not
than
the
the car.
Mm.
Yeah. A really weird side plot for a character
Yeah.
that has no screen time.
For Barry Pepper.
For Barry Pepper.
Well, the crew ends up lighting a fire on the path to stop Tripp and Meredith and Creech and all them from getting to this semi-truck that's carrying just poison. So they can't get to it because along the way they found out that the sea creatures hate fire.
Sure.
They will not approach it. But Sheriff Rick to the rescue again, driving the world's largest dump truck.
Yeah, what was that?
Those are
Some-
industrial dump trucks.
Some oil shit. Yeah.
And he plows the way, just runs through all the truck, kills like all the people in the trucks,
There's no way he didn't. There's no way those guys aren't dead.
paves the way, and then creates a ramp with the dump truck like bucket, whatever it's called,
Ass.
The ass of the dump truck.
Yeah.
so that
Yes.
they are able to jump off and over down the mountain. And as they take this jump, they're going down, all three creatures doing some sick backflips.
That's so dumb. How do
Tire
the creatures
tire
know?
catches.
How do the creatures know how to do backflips or have the
Tire ca-
wherewithal?
Tire
or the-
catches.
or the why?
The mom's
Why?
tire went off the truck, grabbed it, put it back on, and
What-
redid the lug
What would
nuts, and they
possess
kept
a
driving.
sea creature to do a backflip in a truck.
What would possess a Chinese woman from doing a backflip off the Great Wall into battle?
I think okay,
'Cause
that
they're
one's actually
sick.
dumber.
No way.
The Great Wall one, that's dumb.
That's
No,
stupid.
that one's so cool.
They're both really dumb because in both situations your life is in peril and you shouldn't be like flashy
Yeah,
about it.
One is
But
a
this one,
human like about to take a life. That's pretty metal. The other is like a fucking slug in a Chrysler.
It's
you're
a
about to get
fucking-
your own life taken. You shouldn't be backflip facing away from the thing that's
a
your
fucking
immediate danger.
Slugworth.
It's not metal. It's stupid.
It's
And this one,
Slugworth.
at the very least, you could say that the little baby one was watching the monster trucks earlier doing backflips, and their hive mind was like, "All right, that's what you do when you go off of jumps. That's how that's supposed to work." Because this is like the first time he went off a ramp, and the only other time he'd seen a truck go on a ramp like that, it did a fucking backflip.
God damn it, you're right.
I'm
I
on the side
know.
of Seth. Yeah,
I just want. I'm gonna
You
be
did
smart
it.
for one episode.
you did it.
I can't-
Holy
God
shit!
damn it.
I'm proud of you,
Don't
Seth.
kiss me. I'm gonna do it.
That was
Yeah,
close.
Lucas.
That was really close.
You pulled me in, and I was reaching forward.
We were so close to kissing there. Holy shit.
Ooh, something
Close
about your
call.
lips today.
Don't look at my lips.
Don't look at them.
Don't look at me. Well, after they do these backflips and whatnot, and going down the hill, they do some 360 no scopes, whatnot, with the dad saving them all. And then they land, and you like, did we need the vomit scene from Thomas Lennon?
It was
Because
so funny.
Meredith was in one truck, Thomas Lennon was in one truck, Trip was in. But I think so. I think we needed it. And they end
Gross.
up stopping the tanker.
A well-timed vomit scene is the funniest thing you can do.
They stopped the tanker, but Mr. Burke made it down to the bottom as well.
A sharp cut to him vomit.
This is, well, it's so stupid too because they stop the one tanker, they tackle it like literally the monster just like tackles it,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh no, there's another one here.
There's already poison in the wells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
They didn't need that other tanker,
They
so they're
establish it.
Yeah.
Meredith
The-
and
They
and
reach their goal.
Thomas
And like, oh, actually,
Lennon
there's another.
are trying to stop the
Yeah, it's like the
The-
second Death Star.
yeah.
Thing.
They're trying to stop the pumps from doing any poison, but like it's too late. And meanwhile, fucking Trip and Creech have a truck battle. Best
Yeah,
on best.
They joust
the
the
towing
mercenary.
the towing capacity of a Ford F-150 versus Creech.
Well, he
Who
uses it
will
to
win?
his advantage because the fucking
Who will
Caliprod guy
win?
is pushing him towards this giant pit. Of course, if they go in the pit, I guess it's death. It seems. But so right at the edge of it, they suplex Creech and the monster. They suplex
Jesus
the
Christ.
enemy. Yeah, Jesus. They suplex the bad guy across the pit. He
I
dies.
accidentally punched the microphone. That's why I did that. Because what they do is he's like, we're about to die. So he feeds Creech gasoline to make him drunk.
Yeah, because he's a drunken fist style fighter.
So what then Creech does is pulls his tentacles out of the truck, literally suplexes him.
I'm glad you mentioned suplex, Lucas.
Did I take that as a quote?
That's what the move is.
Because
No, I didn't.
yeah, because I
Seth-
didn't even say suplex. I was just like, oh, that's Yuta Hunter.
Yeah, my
When
old
we lived
roommate
together.
Hunter, when we lived together, I suplexed him once when he kicked me in the
Suplex
balls.
City.
And I literally suplexed him as Connor and Seth watched, and we're just like,
Was this me? I was the only one that saw that.
oh, and it's like, all right, cool. Walked out of the room.
I just stood there watching like a sociopath.
But he does suplex him, flings him over the cavern into the pumps, stopping the poison, and Creech and Trip end up making a free fall in the truck into the hole.
Yeah, this is one of my quotes from you too. There's a part. I'll just do it now. There's a part in the beginning,
No!
the first chase, where he like the monster climb. He's like doing the climb up the walls. Like he got his tires on either side, climbing up it, and then the sheriff drives underneath him. Like, that was a close one. He's falling into the pit, and Brandon's like, "Oh, he's about to do the cling to the wall thing," and then he just fucking crashes. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Did not. Oh, Jinjo.
Hey, welcome, star of the
Right
show,
here.
friend of the podcast, Jin Show.
Hi, Ginge. Well, yeah, they free fall into the hole basically to their death. But Creech saves Trip's still frame CGI body. Did you see how stiff his CGI body was pulling him out of the water in that hole?
No.
It like pulled
Like a
him up over
surfboard.
the rock. Yeah, I had to rewind it for Seth, and when Seth saw it the second time, oh my god,
It was bad, yeah.
it was bad. But all the creatures
did you
are
give
in the
him
water
CPR?
now. They're back together. We talked about that. Like
Did he give him CPR?
the scene is safe.
I think he just kissed him, and then the true love woke him
Creech was
Yeah, I
like,
think
"You
so.
call 911. You
up. Yeah,
get an
set up
AED.
a parameter. Or perimeter, not parameter.
He's got a
Yeah.
pulse."
I was laughing because, yeah, there was a whole city of these ugly fucking things under there.
There's a
like
ton.
100 of them.
They're all bioluminescent. They're a family. They wake up, Trip, and they say goodbye to each other. I don't know how he got out of the hole, but he does.
Yeah.
He waves at Meredith and Thomas Lennon on the edge, waves at them goodbye, and
How
now
did he get out?
I have no clue.
A
But
big
now
ladder.
Philip Phillips' home plays. Hold on. on to me as we
Yeah,
go.
I thought that already played in the movie, but I guess not. That was a
As
different
we
song.
roll down.
Was this the scene it played at?
This is unforgettable road. Yeah,
I thought it played earlier.
that's
thought
what
it
he
did
said.
too.
He thinks it did, but it plays
also,
here.
not a good thematic choice because the whole thing. I guess I don't know that
No,
monster made
you're
it
not
home,
alone.
but he was
I'm
home all
gonna
along.
make this place
Uh,
home.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just a bad movie, I think.
But yeah, it plays as Thomas Lennon is an environmentalist. He didn't get indicted on any of his misconduct and falsifying environmental reports.
Nice.
Tripp and his stepdad are now close, and everyone is happy as
Everyone's
Tripp
waving
and
at him.
Meredith. Everyone waving at him as even the hot girlfriend from before. That the boyfriend, he never got his truck back, so he has to.
No, he's like riding a bike or something.
No, he was passenger in a
shotgun.
Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh, that's what she was driving.
Yeah.
That's right.
But everyone's happy as Tripp and Meredith drive off in his new working 1950s green Dodge truck.
Powered by a monster.
Nope.
Like
And that
the energy drink.
is the end of the Moogie.
Let's get out of the movie.
Let's get into a Moogie. Oh, Patting Jinjo.
Yeah.
What a movie. The movie's over.
Should we take our break here?
Nicole Kidman is tamed right now. We'll take a quick pause.
She's in a cage.
Yeah, she's back in the cage. Fuck, damn it. She's in that cave.
Like with the lions and she's just got a little stool. Like
No,
Lion
she's with the
Tamer's
creatures in the cave. I don't know how she's gonna get out.
Oh, yeah.
She's just on that rock.
Ladder.
Somehow Tripp and her switch places, but we'll take a break and we'll see you
God.
guys on the other side.
He loves it.
Take it on the other side.
Blair.
Jinjo. Jinjo's ruining the podcast.
It's my job, Jinjo. Find a new hobby.
Remember how close we were to kissing? I think we've only been closer once.
Closer than that.
Yeah.
That one feels like the
Junior
closest.
year.
Could be recency bias.
Like junior year.
Yeah. Fuck, who knows? Could have been
Eighth grade.
Yeah. First time I met Brandon. I
The
hated
club can't even handle me right now is playing.
it. It was
By Usher?
Florida, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Love in This Club was
I was thinking of
Yeah.
I was thinking of Baby Tonight. The DJ's got us falling in love again. That's what I was
that's
thinking.
like David Guetta and some guy, I think. Isn't it?
That's
Florida.
Usher.
That's just Usher.
That's Usher.
I thought it was David
Flow
Guetta.
Ride is his.
Florida.
Florida. I always thought, what would your name if you were a Montana rapper be Montana or Montana?
It'd be Montana.
No,
that's Montana.
Manana. Asta
Montana.
Montana.
A.
I like
Yeah.
Montana.
Montana.
It's
no
like
one liked
3.
my tweet the other day about
What was
Florida. It was, do you think Florida has ever killed a man?
That was the whole tweet.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have liked it if I saw it.
Why did you say that?
I was wondering.
I can imagine.
I don't. Why? I feel like it doesn't matter at this point.
No, it doesn't at all.
Like he's too rich and famous to.
Because
I don't know.
he has a lot of guns. He talks about guns sometimes.
He does
He
talk.
just doesn't
about
seem
guns
like a
sometimes.
man who's ever executed a human.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the
Holy
guy.
shit.
What's up?
Women's bracket is crazy right now. So in the women's
Oh,
March,
they get a tournament too.
yeah, in the women's March Madness, every Final Four has been a top 3 seed for the past 15 years or something. Like it's really predictable.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed Stanford just lost to the 8 seed.
Oh,
That's like big.
that's crazy.
6.3 chosen to win it all, and Stanford only had 6.3% of the wins in brackets because South Carolina probably has like 80% because they were 32-0 on the season and won every game by 20 plus. But
Is the women's mascot still the Gamecocks, or is it different for their
the
basketball
game
team?
puss.
It is the game puss. I have 8
It's an-
votes, I think.
I have 11.
I think I only have 3 now that I said the one already.
Did you finish the quote from me, the last one?
Yeah, that was the one that I finished. Was the when he was saying, "Oh, they're gonna catch the wall." Oh, like it interrupted his crash. Interrupted what you were saying. Yeah, I only have 2 actually, because one of them just a note about the Simon Says broom.
Wait.
He's gonna cling to the wall. Oh, never mind.
So you have 3, but you said 1.
Yeah, so I have 2 now.
Okay. Say that one again. We're probably gonna have you do all of yours. Just get them out of
the way.
Okay.
My fucking ass.
How's the men's tournament doing?
No quote having ass. I don't know. I heard Princeton got nuked. But
Damn,
Montana,
really?
we shouldn't feel much of the blast radius.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm
Let's
checking scores real
go.
quick. Miami beat Indiana. That's big. Gonzaga's gonna beat TCU barely.
Not as big as my Johnson.
FAU did beat FDU.
Mhm.
Creighton beat Baylor. I guess that. Connecticut beat St. Mary's.
Mhm.
MSU beat Marquette. Xavier. Xavier's still in it as the 3 seed.
Oh.
Yeah, you're shocked.
I am.
Seth said that anytime like Xavier or Marquette or Butler is a high seed, never count on them. But if they're a 7 or lower, they're going far.
Count on them.
They're winning.
Yeah, Marquette is the
Go
2
to
seed
the
already
team.
lost.
Yeah. That makes
My
sense.
Kansas. Remember when I said I was afraid that if Arkansas beat Illinois that they were going to beat Kansas?
They beat Kansas.
They beat Kansas by 1. I was
Oh.
watching the game at work. It was a great game.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm trying to find Princeton. Oh, wait. Who did you say Princeton?
They won. Princeton won.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for them.
Princeton beat Missouri. They're in the Sweet 16.
Nice. Good for them.
Lucas, you ready?
Hmm.
Okay.
My new Florida Gulf Coast Kings.
Yeah, Princeton. All right. 1, 2, 3. Play. Fuck, that was good. Oh, hit that again, Seth.
Ooh. This guy's single? No. Are you? I haven't heard an update, I guess, in a minute.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm still, yeah. Just,
Oh shit, he's single, ladies.
yeah.
Any ladies watching the YouTube, Seth's single.
Don't watch the, no. Don't watch the YouTube. Then
Watch,
I'll stay
watch
single.
Seth's TikTok instead.
Don't do that.
We put this.
Go to his
filter-
J swipe.
We did a TikTok.
That's right.
I filmed a
I
TikTok
did make
of
one
Seth.
of those in high school.
What?
A J swipe.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Jewish
Tinder.
dating app. Yeah,
Oh.
it's a Jewish Tinder.
I made the Cougar Life. Remember you helped me with the Cougar Life at Cold Stone when we saw those couples on that eHarmony date?
Yeah.
That was awesome. They stuck around in Cold Stone for like 4 hours. But Seth, I filmed this TikTok for Seth the other day. We just put this filter on him that's supposed to make you look really pretty, and I filmed it. It didn't make him look like a whole lot different. It just like kind of just like
It smoothed me out and
smoothed
put
it.
blush on my cheeks.
Yeah,
and
but-
like some eyeshadow.
But
I
he's
think.
had like 40-year-old men hitting on him on TikTok now.
Yeah.
It's a men thirst trap.
Oh, that's great.
I'm proud of
Find
you,
your
Seth.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah. Well, there's the guy that commented on it, and he was like, "Wow, you are
Handsome boy.
handsome." And then other guys that liked that one, and then afterwards liked many more in my history because they were scrolling
Dang, I'm
through
gonna have
the.
to go on your TikTok. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to get a TikTok before it's banned.
That's right. I forget.
So we
about
can
that.
send you Lyle crocodile memes.
Never mind.
Did you like my Snapchat this morning?
I don't remember it.
The video of my socks that are a crocodile that just went la 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 la.
No, I didn't.
You know, I didn't.
Marina loved
I
it.
said that was my 13th reason.
13 reasons
right.
why.
Yeah.
Well, it's quote time, guys. Seth
8.
has 2, but 3 because he read one already.
Yeah.
8. I've got 11. Seth, just do yours. Finish them off.
All right, let's go. Speed run. I'm done.
Fuck, that was fast.
I don't even know what this one is from. Better slow down there. You're getting all jacked up.
What did you
Yeah,
write
I was
that?
on mine too.
It's
The-
like he's
Oh.
the
Gave
monster's
him a bunch of
drinking.
oil.
Yeah, and the kids.
He's
That's like a
bottle feeding it.
joke he made, I think.
It's like he's taking pre-workout. He's getting jacked up.
Yeah. This one's Brandon during the when Thomas Lennon's scientist character is like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you guys with the monster,"
Yeah.
and she's talking about his sweaty hands like a
that's right.
billion times, and Brandon goes, "So many hyperhidrosis jokes. Like you're an asshole for saying that."
That is right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have hyperhidrosis though.
I thought you just said that was sweat.
Yeah, it's like overproduction of sweat glands. Like, look at this.
When you sweat excessively.
I got it.
Like
for
you can
sure,
see
for
the
sure.
stain of my hand because of so much sweat.
I have that for sure.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
got Shinjo?
Well, and you're not quite an asshole then.
Yeah.
Maybe less of one. Because for what you said to me was like, oh, it's just sweat, basically. I was like, okay, so you're just doing like the Jimmy Neutron sodium chloride
Yes.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, no. It's like an actual like condition where you have overproduction of sweat glands. Some people that Lucas probably has it. When Lucas works out, he's drenched.
That's crazy.
Like literally, we went like the class example. We went to Flying Squirrel Trampoline Park. We were there for 10. Well, I mean, we were there for like an hour and a half. But 10 minutes in, we look over at Lucas wearing a gray T-shirt. It's black. It's just covered in sweat. Like, oh my god.
I've got the hypoxis or whatever.
Hypoxis.
He's got hypoxia.
Or when we play
that
like
sounds so much more deadly than hyperhidrosis.
or like we would play 21 at Sentinel in Missoula. Me, him, and Jordy. But we would have to play at 10 a.m. or at 8 p.m. in the summers because it would be too hot. But Lucas would still be just drenched in sweat. I bet he's just got bodily hyperhidrosis. But no, like my hands just are always just sweating normally.
Yeah.
Bad.
Me too.
Luckily, it's not like anything else, but just my hands.
It's nothing too major. That's good.
And your last quote's one you already said.
Yeah, it's Brandon saying he's going to cling to the wall. Oh, never mind. Like interrupted him with the crash. This is funny.
All right, Lucas, let's split half of ours. You take.
Okay, I have 7 now.
Do 4.
I can't believe I took one of my 2. I wrote a 1 movie quote.
2 of them were from me.
Yeah.
Nabbed it. This is at the police station actually when the Terravax people come in. They're like, well, so what about that monster? And the guy's like, oh, it's on this road. Then the guy's like, hey, we just talked about this. Like they just had a meeting. He was so upset. Yeah. Another one is from Rob Lowe, just in super movie villain style. He goes, all right, now what about our POWs? And it pans to the captured monster slugs.
Brandon loved that scene.
I don't remember the context of this. I think it's in a car chase, but it's just indicative of a bad script because something happened and the kid goes, did that just happen?
That's like a classic Seth quote.
What?
Yeah.
Did that just happen?
The last for now is from the scientist, whatever his name, John Lennon. He goes,
It's not John Lennon.
Yeah, Rob goes, what are you doing?
He
goes, I'm a scientist. I'm being a scientist.
Very scientific.
I'm being a scientist.
All right.
Simon says, take to a broom.
My first one here is Amy Ryan to Trip. She goes, I'm stopping at the Loaf and Jug on my way home. You want anything? And he goes, something with 4 wheels to get me out of this town.
It's a good quote.
Seth was like, oh! He got hyped about that for some reason.
I was pissed about it.
No, you were hyped. My next one is
roasted and toasted.
What the fuck is this? I've got 425 horsepower for you, Missy. You may not be the prettiest girl in town, but you'll have the heart of an elephant.
He's talking to his truck after he gets the 5.7 liter engine from that truck.
I've got 424 horsepower, 425 horsepower for you, Missy. You may not be the prettiest girl in town, but you'll have the heart of an elephant.
The fuck is
this is one that I have an ellipses in between because this is a part of him asking if there are new species involved or like found, and he goes, Trip to Meredith goes, do you watch Nat Geo? And then I put an ellipses in here because she goes on this big rant and then goes, technically, totally. And I was like, what the fuck is technically totally?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's nervous. She's lying.
She's crushing on him.
This is when he does the car crusher thing to Creech for the first time and barely pulls him out, and he yells at him and he goes, "You would have been flat as a pancake, you squishy piece of squish."
It's so fun.
That's bad. It's real bad.
He's talking about pancakes.
This looks like a garbage truck took a dump. Not like a good one, a really bad one. That's what this looks like.
Those are my quotes.
It's the boyfriend.
Oh,
Talking
talking
to-
about his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
Made
girl's
it
like, I
really-
like your truck with all the tentacles popping out of it.
Yeah. And the
I
guy
this
was
looks
like,
shit.
it looks like shit, but a bad piece of shit. Because there are good pieces of shit out there. You just got to find them. But this is not one of those ones.
Yeah.
And my last one for now is Sheriff Rick and Trip. Sheriff Rick goes, "You be careful."
Sheriff Rick?
Sheriff.
Okay.
He goes, "You be careful, son." And Trip just goes, "Rick, I'm sorry I said all those terrible things about you." Great response.
I just have 2 left now because you stole one.
Damn.
This was from Danny Glover, who didn't get a lot of great
Cold world.
lines in this, but as they're all embarking to go for their final battle or whatever, he just goes, "Go do this, yeah."
Brandon.
And then they leave and go do it.
What the fuck?
You okay?
He's good. He just spit all over the desk and his computer and everything. There's beer everywhere. He thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Sorry, who said that? I don't remember.
Danny Glover in a wheelchair because they're all like leaving, and he's like, "Thanks, Grandpa, or whatever, for taking care of us." He's like, "Go do this, yeah." Because he doesn't get to go because he's disabled. They
Because he's
can't, like,
disabled, yeah.
they can't make one for him.
I don't understand. He's not allowed to go.
Go. He's just rooting them
He can
on.
ride
Wait.
shotgun. They don't let him.
Which is, it's so funny because they do zero driving. The monsters do all the work. They could have just put him in any one of the trucks.
Yeah. And then my last one here is he's saying goodbye
I spewed beer
to
everywhere.
the slug sea creature, and he just goes, "You were a good truck."
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Because
Not like I love you or you were my friend.
Mine was, "You were
Yes.
a good truck." Creech
Yeah.
smiles back.
Well, it's stupid because earlier in the movie, when he modifies the truck for it to be more comfortable for Creech, Meredith's like, "Oh, so it's like a wheelchair for him, so he can move around easier on the land." And he goes, "No, he's an engine for my truck." And you'd think that he'd like character development would take over and he would learn his lesson by the end of the movie, but he's still like, "Thanks for being my truck." At
You're a
the
great
end,
truck.
He didn't grow at all.
You were a good friend.
Thankful
So
for
you
his
were a
slave.
great truck.
You were a good friend, but an even better truck. So, yeah, his
Yeah.
slave.
That's it for me.
All right, you took that one. I think I only have like Seth quotes now. I have one me quote in here.
I missed those. It's
This
funny
is
the
a-
things you miss when you're gone.
This is my one me quote. It's when you first see Creech. It's just me going, "It's Mel! Oh, look, Seth, it's Mel, Mel. Oh, Seth, look."
It's not. He wrote it down like verbatim. I'm watching the movie with him, and he says, "Look, look, look, look." I'm
I wish
watching.
it were.
I
If it
wish I
were.
knew. If it were Mel.
My next one is Rob Lowe says, "They're on the move in what?" And Seth goes, "The new Dodge America Oil. The new Dodge laser cannon. They're on the move."
Wish you wouldn't write down my misses. Write down when I'm funny. Don't write down the bad jokes.
This one, I don't know why I wrote this down. Seth just goes, "Oh my god, is that a fruit punch Juaritos?" He's really excited about the drink.
What?
The Juarito. Somebody walked out of a house
Juaritos.
drinking a
I can't roll
Juarito.
my R's. I do remember saying it twice too, because later
And
in the
that's
movie
what you
they had
said.
another.
That's
red
literally
drink.
what you said was, "That's how I say it because I can't roll my R's."
I can't.
Juaritos.
Well, it's not H or
There's no,
H.
there's no
It's
W.
not U though. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not Juaritos. It's Jaritos.
Juaritos.
Jaritos.
I
Yeah, I
think
can't
it's
do it.
Juaritos because there's not a double R.
It's double R.
No, it's one.
Is it?
I sell them at work. I see them every day.
Well, it didn't correct me when I put one R, you
Yes,
fucking
too.
idiot.
That's right again.
You want to hear the biggest Seth idiot thing, though?
Oh,
Is my
God.
last quote. Seth, to the tune of Kendrick Lamar's Money Trees goes, it goes Halle or Howley Dooley.
You quoted me on that.
I did quote you on that.
I
That's
didn't
my
know it was
second
Hallelujah
quote.
for a while.
It's Halle Berry or Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Howley Dooley.
Did you ever watch that old show Zoom, Lucas, on PBS?
No.
They would do little like arts and crafts things you could do at home for kids. And it was like this group of teens, and they had fan mail and like advice from Howley Dooley. Howley, and they had a whole theme song. Hey,
his name was Howley.
Yeah, or maybe it was Fanny Dooley, but I didn't know that. DOOLEE.
So you thought Kendrick was referring to the PBS show Zoom?
It's a weird guy.
That's all my
Wouldn't put it
quotes.
past him.
That's quotes today. We had 11 plus 8 plus 2, 21 with 3 overlaps, so 18 total. It's a big change from Napoleon Dynamite where he had like 52.
I would quote the hell out of that movie.
Yeah, Marina. The first thing Marina said is this whole movie is a quote. So,
and she did the whole movie as a quote.
she just. That's why it was so long.
Yeah, the podcast was 4 hours.
It's ratings time. Seth, what do you think? Thermometer.
Oh boy. For critics?
Yep. Percentage. Yeah, boy.
19.
Okay, Lucas.
Ooh. 14.
The winner is Seth. It's a 32.
Damn.
There's no way.
And then audience score, also percentage, Lucas.
31.
Okay.
Damn, I'm doing this because I was gonna say it anyway. 32.
You fucker.
That was my guess in my head.
Well, the winner is Seth. It's a 51.
Holy shit.
That rat bastard.
Audience or no Metascore. Critics out of 100.
Critics out of 100, huh?
Yes.
3-1.
31.
Yes.
Okay.
Right around what I was going to say. I'll say 28.
The winner is Seth.
As we said, 32.
It's a 41.
God damn.
Critics gave it a 41. And audience score out of 10, Lucas.
5.
0.0?
3.7, I mean.
Okay.
4.2.
The winner is Seth. It's a 5.6.
Oh,
you guys were under the whole time. Seth is our winner today. Lucas owes the fans 1 Lamborghini.
Oh shit. That's not good.
I got it.
He already has it.
Plenty of squeesh.
So critics gave it a 32 and a 41 combined for a 35 or a 36.5. Audiences gave it a 51 and a 56 for a 50 for a 53.5. Seth, what are you giving it?
I think the other night when I watched it, I landed on like 2.8 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sticking with that now that you've had time to reflect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reasoning?
Man, I was talking about it at work with our chef. Damien's the new chef. Jonathan's in California.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is he gone officially?
Yeah.
Sad.
His wife found a job down there apparently. Traveling nurse. She's a travel. Yeah.
Traveling nurses make a shit ton.
Yeah. I thought I'd mentioned this already for some reason. Anyway, but yeah, I was talking with our new head chef about it. I was like, it's what Lucas always says, the cardinal sin of movies is just boring. Like, it was bad, but not even fun bad. And it wasn't even like bad. It was just super middle of the road, which is way less than 5, which should be middle of the road. But yeah,
I'm honored you invoked me.
Yeah, I invoke you all the time, especially with my sister, because she always asks about you. She has a ton of questions.
My god, love romance budding.
What?
Even though she's engaged and you're in a committed relationship,
yeah,
it's a romance that's budding.
Heart wants.
Is the menu changing at all at BAM then?
We'll be adding a couple things, but it'll be pretty much the same. We have all his recipes, and yeah, Damien's a really good chef too, so we'll be good.
Nice. So
he'll be adding like a burger and
the chorizo fried rice and the carnitas tacos will still stay the same.
Yes.
Okay.
The two best things. Ugh. God, I love carnitas.
Lucas, what's your rating?
A 2.1.
Okay.
I like the political ideology of some of the messages of this movie,
Yeah.
but a lot of the execution of the movie parts were not as welcome in my mind. And I think that the movie hinges on loving the monster, and I thought he was a gross slug creature.
Okay.
I didn't like.
And I'm
2.1.
I'm a 3.5. I'm echoing
Boo.
right down your alley. I love Boo. I loved the for some reason an idea that
That's what I was thinking. Boo this man.
At the idea of a 4-year-old coming up with a script and then they were like, let's make it about fracking was like crazy. It was like kind of fun that way. But otherwise, I mean like I'm having a kid. It's out in the open now. I'll probably have to watch a lot of things that might be like...
You're pregnant?
I am. I might have to watch a lot of things that are kind of like down family movie alley coming up in my life.
This podcast has been practiced for you then?
Yeah.
What you're saying?
We're going to watch The Room next with my daughter.
No.
With the 11 minutes of sex scenes.
Yeah.
No, but like I'll have to get used to watching Cliffords and things like this. I'll try and stick to some better like Disney and Pixar movies for a while, but it'll come eventually. But like I can mindlessly watch this kind of thing. It's often more fun when I've got Seth with me where we can bullshit, but I'll get used to it. It's not that good though. I thought the creature was sometimes cute, but then also like extremely ugly. So
an asshole.
Trip was more of an asshole than the monster.
It had an asshole.
Yeah, the monster never pissed or shit, and it ate so much oil. What the fuck?
That's a valid critique.
Where am I supposed to put my piss and shit? All right, so
we averaged at 2.8.
2.1, 2.9, 3.5, yeah, 8.4, 2.8. 1.1 below you. Okay. Pretty bad movie all around, I guess.
He said 2.8.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought...
met in the
yeah.
middle.
You think I would fuck with an odd number? Don't do that.
Because it turns you on?
No. Well, it's funny I say that because my first 4 episodes were 7.3, like back to back.
Space Chimps, Leprechaun 4. You gave Leprechaun 4, Armageddon, and 2001: A Space Odyssey the same ratings, but you gave Space Chimp a 10.
I stand by
Seth
that.
at the beginning of his tenure on this podcast was unhinged.
Yeah, what am I now?
Tangled.
I'm not hinged.
You're hinged.
I'm not hinged.
Listen to Space Chimps again and see how unhinged you were.
I did listen to Space Chimps, and I wasn't that unhinged.
He falls asleep to Space Chimps every night. Review time. I've got 2 critics and the normal 7 users. My first critic is by Christy Puchko at IndieWire. She says a treasure that feels like a heady relic from the 90s.
This is a critic?
This is a critic.
Ugh.
From IndieWire.
Ugh.
You can't scoff at woman more than critic.
You should be asking her out.
I should be. She seems as manic as I am, apparently.
No, manic.
She thinks this movie's a treasure.
She thought it was DB Cooper's treasure.
This is her Space Chimps.
And then the other one is by Sean Egan at the AM New York Metro. It's very specific, but he says a live action cartoon that recalls the goofy, good-hearted Amblin family films of yore.
This is just people that miss the old days where movies just sucked.
I didn't get it.
What does yore even mean?
Days of yore?
The past. The golden age.
It just means of past.
It's probably just old English.
Nostalgic age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 positive critic reviews. User reviews sway a little bit. We're starting with Seth.
Oh, shit.
February
Doggy
13th,
style?
2017.
Doggy
Doggy style. The day before Valentine's Day in 2017. Seth had this movie on the mind and had to say, the premise is sort of like the old Disney movies, such as Herbie the Love Bug. It is silly, but the point is to have fun with it. And at the end of the day, I can't get over the stupidity. The high octane action gets repetitive. The romance needs more time to set up before the monster truck takes off. There's plenty of top-level acting power, but they can't rise above the material. Lucas Till is very pretty, but his romantic instincts are limited. Jane Levy could be a fun partner if he is more capable. And the monster does split the uprights between being cute while still monstrous. I was expecting this to be a high school movie, but it skewed more towards battling the big bad oil driller. The story and the side characters aren't compelling enough, and the movie seems to be trying to substitute them with long action sequences. 5 out of 10.
Fair.
Yeah.
Sound review, a little high of a score, but
Yeah.
you did a pretty good job in 2017.
If I was more professional, I would have given it a 5.
Yeah, you hadn't been on the podcast yet.
No.
You were really in your unhinged days.
Yeah, which is just nosedived my professionalism being on here.
Next is by Prismark 10. This is another returner. October 17th, 2017, they say, my son went to see this film with his friends, and they left before the film finished, yet they were the target audience.
Little snobs.
The film
They're
is
just assholes.
The film was not great, but it is family friendly and cheesy with not too good of special effects. It lacks the bombast as well as the verve of the Transformer films. The film has a pro-green agenda, but the script is a bit dumb, and so is the lead actor. 4 out of 10.
I did get some Transformers vibes.
A little bit.
Turning
I
into
like-
cars and shit.
I liked the idea of bombast and verve being in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what is
snobby
verve?
kids.
I don't know.
How's
I
it-
only know the Verve is the band.
Yeah.
How was the children's movie, honeys? We walked out. on
We
shit.
walked out. We walked home. He's like 8.
It lacked bombast and verve, my
Is
dear.
what the child said.
Yeah.
What is the oh, Bittersweet Symphony? That's the Verve's big
If
song.
I walked out of a movie my mom paid for, I would have been smacked.
It would have been executed in the public square.
Next,
It's the only place where grass grows.
oh, next is by returner No God, No Masters. August
Ooh.
9th, 2017. They say the film is in the order of E.T. If your son is tired of dragging you to see films about princesses, try this one. There is plenty of wanton destruction and irresponsible behavior to satisfy most young boys. Or you can wait, as this will be in the bargain bin shortly. Big Miracle is better. No swearing, sex, or nudity. 7 out of 10.
That's high.
His son just keeps dragging him to princess movies.
Good for him.
Princess.
He's ahead of his time. Next is by newcomer Lucum 52760.
Duke Lukem.
Duke Lucum, April 27th, 2021. They say, I know it's a family film and a special effects movie, but it's just very boring, to be honest. And the main typical lead boy is so bland and boring that he ruins the film.
Bland.
Typical Hollywood casting again. The creature was cute and the effects are good, but it's a very boring film, and I think kids or anyone would lose interest whilst watching it. I only checked it out because I am a big Barry Pepper fan, and he's fine in this as the local sheriff, but as usual, he's underused. 2 out of 10.
Per usual. It's Barry Pepper's account.
He's got some hardcore fans out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The best review of a hardcore fan is back in January of last year. We did New Year's Eve, and there was a review that Lucas died from this girl who's had to be like 15, but the whole time she's like, I love Jake T. Austin. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
He was good, though. He was good.
I ship Jake T. Austin and Abigail Breslin. XOXO, heart, heart, heart. I love Jake T. Austin. Like, that was the review.
He was quite good in it.
Nuts.
As the stuck-up teenage boy.
Yeah, it was not undeserved praise.
Yeah. Next is by Sub-Zero Gravity, but zero with an X, so they're edgy. January 22nd, 2017.
Xerox.
They say, yeah, like Xerox.
Yeah, they're edgy.
Sub-Xerox Gravity, they say. I did get a small sense of enjoyment, because of the trucks featured in it. It's not the Fast and the Furious. It's not the Transformers. In fact, I'm still wondering just how this film got made. My guess is it had to do with the really cool trucks that make a small but impactful appearance. The story was not bad, but the trucks were good. The movie spends a lot of time watching this kid turn a monster into a truck, capital T. I'm usually into this stuff. It was all too dull at times as we watched him go through the stereotypes of being a rebellious teen who hates his mom's new boy toy and does not see the pretty girl who likes him. But all the nonsense of the picture was almost worth it to see the cool monster trucks that were created for the grand finale. They were really cool, and I would be down to see this film get a sequel in hopes that I get to see cooler cars in the future. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that dude didn't graduate high school.
This dude
I hate
fucks.
this guy. I hate this
And
guy.
well, no, he does not.
This dude loves trucks.
Can't tie his shoes.
So much. He wears Velcro shoes.
You can't trust a man. You show him a truck and he goes, "Okay, you've piqued my interest. You got me. Yeah. What's the rest of this movie about?" Because he said himself that this whole movie is really boring. He understands what stereotypes are with like teenagers, and he's like, "But the trucks, I just kept coming back to it. I've seen this 9 times today."
So there's one of my technicians at work sometimes will like try and watch the YouTube. She says she can't listen to podcasts because she loses interest, but if she can see us, it's okay. But she barely listens. But I asked her if she'd seen this, and she was like, "Oh, I love that movie." I was like, "Is it because you love trucks?" And she was like, "Yes." She's a drag racer. She's got like a legit drag racing car that she does.
Okay,
so she's like big into cars and whatnot. But she drives like this big like Dodge Hemi, like in this. But we always ask her like, "Would you rather date a taller man than you, a man that's your height, or a taller man that's you but broke?" A man that's your height or a shorter man that's rich. And she's like, if the shorter man that's rich can buy me a new truck that I want, I'm good. So she just wants to marry Bruno Mars to buy her a truck.
Huh. Good lore.
Yeah, right?
Coworker lore. I love
and penultimate review today is by Tim Denelzen on April 8th, 2017. They say Monster Trucks was a great movie all around. It had great acting, great animations, and a great storyline, better than Twilight, in parentheses. It's the best movie I have ever watched, and I don't think I will ever find anything that comes close to becoming a better movie. I watched this movie with my friends, and we had a fun time. 10 out of 10.
The bro.
Gross.
He's a bro.
He wants everyone to know he's a male.
He has good times with male friends.
Gross.
And ultimate review is by...
That's called sin in God's eyes.
My ultimate review is by Kvetchism. This is a newcomer. September 21st, 2018, they say, ... I pray every night for Trip's butthole to fall off and he has to eat it. 1 out of 10.
What? It can't fall off.
Just the butthole and he has to eat it.
The human?
She prays for Trip's butthole, or he, to fall off and he has to eat his own butthole. 1 out of 10.
That's wild.
All right. Wow.
Your butthole falls out. It doesn't fall off. But good review.
Yeah, great review.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to end Monster Trucks this week.
I'm not recommending this.
No.
Bevo. Where has Bevo been, dude? I feel like he's gone dark.
You missed him on Napoleon Dynamite, I think.
Oh, fuck. I really feel like we haven't heard from him in months before that. Anyway, no, not recommending.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Blow
this popsicle stand. Oh.
Next week.
Sorry.
Blowing it? You fucker.
I'm stupid.
Next week we've got a fun episode for you guys because it's going to be a sequel to something that we've done before. And so we'll see you next week.
Good douche.
That's very good, dude. Love you. Bye. We've got returning guests Marina and Alex for April Fools to take over our roles and continue their 50 Shades trilogy. So get ready for 50 Shades Darker.
Not really April Fools if you tell them it's coming.
They already know it's coming.
Well, you need to add some flair to it this
Any
year, then.
true fans will know it's coming.
We have about 6 of those.
Yeah. If you tune into the YouTube, though, it's a big surprise because Seth, Lucas, and I will all be in the background while they record just naked. So that's the April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Got your
Lucas
asses.
is driving here to Billings to stand naked in a room with us.
But Alex is still in Missoula.
Yeah. We're all just Brian Marina.
just helicopter dicking it.
Gross. Let's get out of here.
And then we might have some guests piling up in April. A returning guest, 2 new guests. Maybe one of them might be in May or June or something, but we've got some things lined up for you guys. We hope you enjoy. Start of May is going to be our bracket for the end of the season already. Holy shit, it's almost the end of the season.
Oh my God, I've done nothing with my life.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
You salute?
Double saluted. Love you, bye.
Good work. Under 2.5 hours with Seth. That's good.
Come on. I tried. I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
No.
I want to shoot for under 2.5.
I want to shoot for under 2.
That's not going to happen anymore.
Impossible.
We need to. I'm sorry.
Inconceivable.
Wallace Shawn style.
Wally Zerbiak style.
Who?
Who doesn't know Wally Zerbiak?
It sounds familiar.
He's a legend. All right. I'll see you guys.
Goodbye, Lucas.
Bye, Lukey.
Good to see you.
Love
Peace.
you.